Boom. Yeah. Ugh. It's a day. It's a day, chat. All right. Yeah. No, I didn't even bring up whatever. Who cares? What's up? True Buckshot, what's up? Recently found me on Twitch. I remember watching Foamy scroll vids on YouTube. Nice. There you go. Still making them. New episode, what, Friday? Yeah. It's literally like 100 degrees, so we're going to be miserable. Plus, I'm going to call it, we had bad coffee. We had bad coffee, and I got to explain how bad this coffee was. Right? We decided to make our own ice cream. You know, you got the Ninja Creamy and everything like that. We put a little bit too much coffee in it. A little bit too much. Probably a lot too much. So we have been in a state of jitteriness, which is rare for us. We are rarely jittery to the point of caffeine induced anxiety. So how's it going today? Plus we got the heat. The AC is holding out. But on top of that, what was the other thing that my brain was right? No, you ate that on an empty stomach too. So iced coffee. What? No, it was a ice cream. It was kind of a coffee ice cream we made. It was like a mocha coffee ice cream with chocolate almond milk and yogurt. So it was like literally like no fat in it. But you overdid it with the coffee. You overdid it with the coffee, which I didn't think was possible. But we're at Dave Grohl levels of caffeine intake right now. Oh, the pinched nerve. That was the other thing. I don't know. We pinched a nerve. Now we're not happy. So it's been a thing. No, I'm agitated about it. What's up? Para Steve, anything like Para Gray Skull? Nah, nah. Doesn't everybody have a gray skull? Bones aren't usually pure white, right? They're a little gray. You all have the power of gray skull. Technically, it's called the brain. Just nobody uses it anymore. Greetings, what's up? Hey, Mishiko, hi. I probably mispronounced that. I'm tired. Oh, that was the other thing. Yo, we had this wicked thunderstorm locally. Like nothing wakes me up when I'm sleeping, but holy crap. This thing was shooting off lightning like somebody was out there with a strobe light trying to boop, 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 boop. It was insane. I don't like it. Yo.
Hello, Steve. How are you today?
Overly caffeinated, pinched nerve, hot, warm, slightly melted, and sleep deprived. No, it's never good to be at that level of jitteriness and also be sleep deprived. It's crazy. Like after the stream, I'm just going to sleep. Like I'm not even joking. I will literally go to bed like an old person at 8 o'clock. That is how exhausted I am. Uh, what's up? Let me say hi to people before I pass out, which is a possibility. So if you hear dead silence, somebody text on. Icarus, hi, how's it going? Spicy, hello. From study, there's no strings on me. No strings. What? Hi. What's up? Shadav, hi. Thank you for pressing buttons because I do not have the mental capabilities to do that. None. Plus, the other thing, you were up late last night because you couldn't sleep, experimenting with other VTuber software. So there's a couple of things that we're looking at because apparently the thing that does the hand tracking that we got, they don't make that device anymore. You're free to live, Banana Cat. Go play in the boardwalk. Thank you. The what do you call it? They don't make that anymore. So I'm like, all this cool stuff. It was like $100 component too. So they don't make it anymore. And then the next model that they have up also isn't made anymore and costs like $1,000. So I'm just like, nope. So we're trying to come up with a backup plan because, you know, it's a thing. Only liquid nitrogen could be injected to not feel the heat. I think that would kill us. But we need to hydrate. I can't even do that. I don't even have coffee. I didn't want to even be tempted with more caffeine. I don't even have coffee here. I got nothing. I'll stretch. Yeah. So, now where's my thing? All right, there it is. Now I got to say hi to people. before I literally have ADJ hi, PC hi, Negan hi, Chronicles hi, David hi. What's up?
Time to hydrate because
no.
I need some water. I gotta keep the pipes hydrated.
Hydrate. Spicy hello, Milenko hi, Ryoga hi. What's up? ADJ hi, Merlitz hi. What's up? And welcome. Phoenix hi. How's it going? Kabuko's hi. Killer hi. What's up? It's kind of weird. Twitch is one of those few places where you could be like, all right, Killer's here, you know, and you're just like, ugh. You know, you do that any other place in the real world, people will be like, wait, what? Nah, Killer's here, man. I was waiting for Killer to show up. What's up? Catman's here. What's up? Well, I had to wake up, got an awful morning, pick up a load after being held over until 4 a.m. At 3 hours north under. Oh my God. Also sleep deprived. We're all sleep deprived. That's it. Looked up the equations for some 3D waves. What? I'm going to work on oceans later. Ooh, oceans. Got to do a visual test on the equations. I don't like equations. They're cool when they're implemented into something that looks shiny. But for me to sit there and... Yeah. Bump, bump, bump. Now, so who's doing what? No, we got, dude, I was looking up news pre-stream somehow, even though I was like slightly exhausted. So it could be, I tried to organize it because there's a lot about stuff. So I don't know how my brain is going to operate with that. So if we bounce around from one thing to another and it's really bizarre, then that's just sleep deprivation. That's why I'm a programmer. Teach a computer the math once, then I don't have to do it again. Yeah, but you got to know how to do it the first time. That's my problem. I'd have to get a robot to teach the computer to do all that. Yeah. I can't be bothered with that, man. I said that's why we have AI, so I don't got to learn math. Yeah. And to every teacher that said you'd never have a calculator on you the whole time, you know, every day of your life, well, apparently they didn't realize iPhones would be coming around. Androids, literally everything. Man. I don't know, has anybody got plans? East Coast, for those who don't know, you're not on the East Coast. It is sweltering. I'm not completely dying. Like, you know, I took a step outside to see how bad it was. I didn't immediately burst into flames. I would be able to tolerate it if I could get into my Zen state of not being overly caffeinated. But it's all right. Yeah, and apparently Paris is literally burning because they're on fire as well. It's like really hot over there for some reason. How hot is it in France right now? What? What's up, Steve? Having cheap Chinese food because it'll be grilling for the 4th. Yeah, there you go. I figured people were going to be having a lot of grilling going on. Grilling and chilling. Dude, not only is the 4th of July on a weekend, you're probably going to get an extended weekend out of it. You know? And it's the 250th anniversary of America. Nice. It was in like 39 degrees. 102. 102 where you are. You're in France? Bonjour. But really? Yeah.
Almost 90 here in Wisconsin. Severe rainstorms on and off throughout the day today. Without the rain it was supposed to be like 103.
Oh, God. Yeah, right. You don't want to deal with the humidity of the rain, but at least it brings the temperature down. Oh, man. Can you imagine 103? Has this been a record, though? I always like wonder if it's a record. Because some people were like, it's record temperature for the last 20 years. And they were like, whoa, what happened before that, you know? And they were like, well, technically in 1950 something, it was like, 5 degrees hotter. And I'm like, come on, dude, stop skewing the data, According to Google, it's 70 in Paris. They were like complaining about it all week. They were blaming us, America. No, somebody posted this picture of like the air conditioning exhaust just basically making it. It was like a little, I think I have it. Let's see if I do. There was so much crap I pulled up. I'm not going to go hunt and peck for it. We'll get through it. McBooyah, hi, what's up? Last time it was this high was what, 1911? It's weird that they would keep temperature history that long. They had like accurate thermometers back then. Because I can barely get an accurate fridge or oven thermometer at this point. You know? It's for help someone look it up. Nice, thank you. Face Sweetheart, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, say what? I got to do something to keep you going, right? My sister's boyfriend and I got open heart surgery. So I wasn't going to bother about hanging out with Fourth. Just going to pay Castlevania all day. Yeah, yeah. Like, let him rest. Oh, God, really? Dude, that's scary. I only have 14 events called. Oh, God, let me look at my card. Yeah, I haven't even done that. Not great. Not great. Oh, I'm too tired to care. I had plans to watch like a bunch of weird, crazy crap. I was going to watch the Adventure Time thing and what was a Spider Noir, and then we got derailed. Because I had to do research on new VTuber software because they don't make that weird little hand tracker anymore. Always got to have a backup. That's how my brain works. What is got spicy? What's going on in your life? I saw something blaming European on the U.S. and our air conditioning. A lot of Europeans forget how massive the U.S. is and how many states. That is what, since the World Cup has been going on in the States, a lot of people who have never been to the States, you know, they show up for soccer, football, whatever. They're like, damn, this country's big. And I'm like, yeah, wait till you get to Texas. So they, like a lot of European countries, they don't understand the scope. I mean, it's not like they don't have maps, but, you know, I guess seeing is believing kind of thing. Can't you put like all of England in Texas? So they're realizing at least that it's not, you know, just like European size. Yeah.
Thunderstorms at 5:30 p.m. EST for me.
Great. That's the other fun thing we get to look forward to. Internet issues have still been a little squiffy, and I keep sending this guy things. I feel like all my emails and texts just go into a spam folder now. But I don't know. It's weird. Hey, Catman got a card. Thank you. Yeah, but usually in Europe, the UK, people, a 20-minute drive is a long drive for people, you know. And when you went to Paris, it was like there was you were doing a bus tour, and the bus driver's like, you know, this is going to be a long ride, and we're just like, oh, all right, you know, we're all from like New York or whatever, but like it could be 20, 25 minutes, and we're like, that's okay, it's fine, take your time. I'm like, yo, it takes me an hour just to get to work on the subway. Are you kidding me? Just go, make a few stops along the way. It's fine. Oh, God. It is, I will say, the problem with the size of the United States, it is an incredible waste of time trying to travel from any point, you know? 25 minutes just lets me go to the store. I know, right? It's like some people have houses so big, that's for them going to get to the mailbox. You know, honey, you were gone for 15 minutes. Well, you know, I had to get the mail. Like, that's their driveway. Bus ride to school was 75 minutes. That's what I'm saying, right? It's just kind of like, yeah, what are you doing? But I don't know. You know, that size is relative. So it's like, you know, they have, the countries are smaller. That's all. You know, it's just so. But literally, and I figured that out even within the United States when you moved from New York to where you are now, when you were asking for directions because you were new, the guy says down the road, just down the road. Now, New York block system is all gridded out, and we're like, down the road. All right, that's probably going to be like 4 blocks. Down the road outside of New York, it could be anywhere from 1,000 feet to about 28 miles. Like, it is so arbitrary and not defined. It's down the road. Huh? Like, no, just drive that way. You'll see it. Okay. No, you and Dawn were driving. You're just driving around. You're just like, holy shit, where is this thing? Should we keep going? You said stay on the road. You'll see it. All right. And I thought we were going to end up in like Tourist Trap or something like that, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses, but we didn't. And it was down the road. The other term that was new, as the crow flies. Right. Like it's that way, as the crow. I'm like, okay, the crow's going to go between the short distance. What does that mean? You know? Go. Like down the road, Indiana rules, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, down the street and over the corners. There you go. No, in New York, it's just like, you know, by the bodega. You know, you're like, okay, great. Space Buckaroo, you got to roll equal to or greater than 10. That's fair. $15. Beautiful. All right. Pick a number, any number off the bingo card.
A lot of people don't realize this, but the map they use in school purposely makes northern continent larger than they actually are. There's a website you can go to and it shows you how big those land masses are compared to countries in the southern hemisphere, like Greenland looks massive, but with this website it
shows you it's actually smaller than Africa. Huh. That's a thing. I did not know that. Thank you. Ah, there you go. Boop. Got it. Wow. Old Mill Hill.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
murder is environmentally friendly. Yes. Yes, it is.
I think that was happening. It goes right over the alert. Okay, go. Go. Ah, good. All right, come on. Thank you. That's too loud for me. That's too loud for me in my anxious, jittery state. Come on. Thank you. What's up? Hype train bits. Whoa.
hype train bits for Steve.
Look at that. We're getting that slow up. I knew that was going to happen because I changed the setting. Space Buckaroo 1. Nice. Got to do a wheel spin after the hype train. I knew that slow up was going to happen. See, it happened. It happened. I changed the setting and I shouldn't have. I could change it back. I don't even think I got to go anywhere for that. Let's see. Is it going to be one of those things where like these settings will take effect the next time you do your whatever? Let's see. We got that. Got that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm doing it. You can't see it because it's doing a thing. I drop that down a bit. Yeah. Let's do that. Should smooth things out a little bit. Slightly. No, when you get the alerts and everything going, it's utter chaos. So yeah. But at least it didn't spike too much. It was just a floop, a floopala, a doopidoo, a shibida. Did we add anything new? No, we didn't, right? Background's not new. Well, I mean, it's just an. We'll figure it out. No, these are those weird little tweaky things. I don't know, someday figure out. No, I figured out it's kind of a graphics card thing because it loads off all the stuff. You had the video, it was playing that alert, and then it had the other thing going off all at the same time. So it kind of boop, 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 boop. Gets weird. What? No, the graphic card has this like, first in, first out kind of thing. So it's got to process all this stuff. Meanwhile, I'm here just waiting to be processed. It's like being at the DMV. What's up? Faith, how's it going? I said hi to you earlier. You're getting double highs. Spin? What? No, we don't do that. We got to wait. We got to wait for the hype train. I can't do a wheel spin in a hype train. It sets the train, it derails it, and then we all die. You don't want that happening. I mean, I could if you really want to tempt fate. Don't worry, I'm not going to forget. I don't know. You got 2 minutes? It's a rule. It's a rule. I feel like I should be bigger in this scene. Go. Eddie J. It says get hype. Okay, can I have my speaker not turn off automatically because it's stupid? Damn, I hate this thing. Now I just had to make louder, so when things are... Whatever. I can figure it out. What? Wow. No note? Why is it not reading it? It says adding to the hype train. How come it didn't read it? Oh, is this going to be a Streamlabs thing now? Come on, bro. If you could push the alert, you can push the sound for the alert. Oh, that's why. No. See, Streamlabs is bugging. It's bugging, bro. Bro, it's bugging. It's spinning. Yep. All right, well, the alerts will pop, but the words may not. It's 50-50. Wow, that's weird. It's going to be one of those days, huh? All right.
Adding
fine.
to the hype train.
That was last week. Dude, how long was that? That was like a minute. Yo, Streamlabs, come on. That's fine. Dude. I have no idea what we're doing today. I guess that's up to Streamlabs what we're doing today. What the... Oh, that's good. I go to refresh and it's like, oops. 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 I refresh your page and I get an oops. Sorry, dude. Like, then he... Oh. All right. What? People were banned. What? Oh, you meant to delete. Unban. Sorry, Faith. Come back. Come back. No, they just want to remove a thing. It's fine. It happens. It happens. Shadov's not known for, you know, trigger finger like... No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It was an accidental... Oh, God. So's my hearing. All right, we got to do a wheel spin. Thank you, everybody. Oh, God. And Faith, it's all right. They just were going to delete a message, and then they weren't going to ban you. It was a slip of a whatever they do. Again, I'm tired. Deal with it. All right, we got to do wheel spin. Let's do this. Go. Come on. Boom.
What's the deal? Let's spin the wheel. 'Cause you want bingo. Let's go. Spin that freaking wheel. Spin that freaking wheel.
All right, let's hopefully Streamlabs wheel will spin. All right, what do we got? 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 Click, 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 click. Ooh, right on the line. That's right on the line. I'm just going to give you both of them. What, so, what is that? Reboot Series, Volume 3, and 6.0 album. 2 for 1. Give me a second. Something you already have, feel free to pass along to somebody who may not have it. Let's see. Nah, that's a rule. If it lands exactly on the line, I'm just going to give both because I'm not going to be like, which one do you want, dude? It's so rare that happens. It's only been like 3 times. Where is it? Let me get that. Open that up. Yeah, if you're new here, we do a wheel spin. You get a thingy thing for it. Oh my God. Come on, dude. Yo, is like everybody's servers being overheated right now or what? Like my dude. Working on the keys. Working on it, dude. All right. Boop. All right, create download key. Got that. Boom. All right. Music one's coming in first. Come on. There you go. Got that. And, ooh, first one to get this. Nice. You're the first. Boom. There you go. Got both of them. Sent you both the things. Now we're going to close all the tabs that are absolutely broken. Nice. Don't need a wheel spin. Boom. Down to 2. Nice. There we go. Cool. Thank you. What? That's a rule. That's a rule. It's like winning the lotto twice. Yeah. The Halloween dress. Yeah, we weren't going to update anything. I'm tired. You dress for the wheel. What do we need? What? I'd borrow Pauline's, but it's so big. It's like wearing a burqa. It's crazy. My laptop is hot. Everything is hot. Everything. Even the ice cream was hot. That thing melted so quickly. I'm eating the ice cream and I'm like, oh my God, it's soup. It was crazy. Of course I kept eating it because I'm an idiot, but need a Vanna White outfit. Can we do that? It's just white. I don't have to design anything. You got to put bats on it. Come on. Yeah. Give me blonde hair. No, there was one time I dyed my hair blonde. I do not look good like a blonde because my complexion is stupid. You know, so it's just like you put blonde hair on me, I kind of look like I really stand out in a crowd. You know, you just give me a hoodie, I can kind of melt in. Nobody sees me, but you know, it's like, hey, what's with that blonde weirdo over there with the freaky skin? It's like, oh God. What? Florida or California? What? Yeah, it's I don't know. We got some weird hot pocket in here. We got the literal hot pocket of weather. It like literally came in. They broke open the lava and just poured it all over everybody. Yeah. Leaving work early tomorrow. Yes, there you go. Why not? I just be like, yeah, whatever. Did it? Yo, 4-day weekend. Is anybody getting 4-day weekend? Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Or maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come on, man. There should be a bigger deal. Here's the weird thing. We went through like all this news, and I figure, right, there'd be more of a celebratory, whatever, 250-year anniversary United States kind of thing. Like, it's not really. We're just people like, yeah, you know. I think we pulled up something. There's literally a patriotic movie coming out. I didn't even think they still made them. Not since The Patriot, right? I think it's about George Washington or something, which I was really surprised. I'm like, what? Really? All right, cool. You get a 3-day weekend? Nice. You would look albino? Yeah. So I try to avoid standing out in a crowd. It kind of goes against the whole, you know, stealthy vampire thing. If they're like, oh, look over there in the corner. Shut up, man. 80-degree weather and humid all week. Yeah. Yo, where are the ice cream trucks? No, the cones behind me reminded. I was like, yo, where are the ice cream trucks, man? Even the boardwalk isn't as crowded as it should be. Yeah. What? Hey, if Lost Boys have taught me anything, during the summer you go to the boardwalk. Bunch of people, they're all drinking, falling all over the place, end up going under the pier. Easy pickings. No government job will be empty due to people being out. Oh. Are people sick? Oh yeah, apparently there's some kind of weird bug going around in like 20 states. Basically it's giving everybody explosive diarrhea. That's an actual thing. And I was like, get out of here. I'm like, we're all living in a South Park episode. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, we need a South Park level kind of term for the explosive diarrhea freaking bug. I'm trying to think of one. I'm too tired to. Playing a couple songs with the band this weekend at my friend's wedding. Ooh, nice. They better let you go to the bar. Just saying. Young Washington, good idea for this week. There you go. Read that. I literally just read that. Blue Moon, what's up? Better than food poisoning, though being stuck in the toilet for 2 hours is awful. Yeah. I don't get food poisoning. I don't understand why the body is just like, oh, this is bad. I know why genetically. I'm just like, shouldn't we have an override system in our brain now to be like, I did not like this meal, and then just have a little warning light the next time you have it. That's why I don't eat chicken salad. I got food poisoning once. I got it 3 times from chicken salad each time from different places. Chicken salad. Every time. The only times I've ever gotten food poisoning was chicken salad, chicken salad, chicken salad. Don't get the chicken salad. Right? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, ooh, they got chicken salad. I'm like, blah. Then I'm like, the second time I'm just like, well, not everybody makes bad chicken salad, whatever. I'll get a little bit. I'll get a little bit of chicken salad, ate it. Blah, And that was like third time, I'm like, there's no way I get sick from chicken salad. And now it's that, of course I got sick, but now it's that meal I will never eat ever because I've been burned too many times. Too many times. Never got sick from anything else. Gas station makes bad chicken salad. No, one was a diner. The other one was a restaurant. And the other place was a supermarket. So diner, restaurant, supermarket. Come on. Like, it's crazy. I had food allergy poisoning more than actual food poisoning. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Nah, man, peanuts, either peanuts or, I don't know, there's numerous allergies. Peanuts are the worst because they're like in everything. That and gluten. Everyone's like, oh, it's got may contain gluten and nuts. I'm like, wow, come on. Let's see. These, Werewolf is coming out Christmas. It's coming out on Werewolf for Christmas? It's like a Hallmark movie. Fall in love this Christmas with Werewolf for Christmas. Well, and the guy's name is actually like Harry, It'll be funny. It's got to be a comedy, romantic comedy. No, but the woman is like a dog lover, and she can kind of train him to, go walking in the park. It would be hilarious, dude. That's an awesome premise. I'm just saying, Universal, call me, Company is what? Slacking under quality control on everything at this point. I would actually watch that, but it would have to be it's so bad it's good kind of thing, Perfect holiday film. Just saying, especially for horror people who want a cozy horror film. Well, it's cozy. It's like a slice of life. Or a slice of your life. Da-na. What? I could just imagine a scene where the woman's like, Harry, no, put him down. Put him down. He's like, just shaking the mailman like a rag doll. It'd be hilarious. I'm so sorry he gets excited when you show up. It'd be funny. I'm just seeing what else needs to be refreshed now as everything slowly dies. Let's see. We could go through days. We got some days. Boom. Let's see what days we got. What weird, crazy days do we got? No, because then we got look at all these tabs I got open. There's a lot. Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Establishment Day. Is this a Jackie Chan film? That is a really long... Really? All right, whatever. I guess thank you, Administrative Region Establishments. I don't know. Jackie Chan does rule. Dude, that guy puts himself through so much brutality for our amusement over the last 30 years. Canada Day. Hey, Canada. Memorial Day in Canada. Singapore Armed Forces Day. All right. Freedom Day. I'm sorry, that's July 4th. What? In Suriname. What's that? CPC Founding Day in China. What? China's got a lot of holidays happening, right? It's like 2 already. Well, Canada's got 2. Independence Day. July 4th. Sir Senator Karma Day, Botswana. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Canada. Yeah. International Joke Day. Aren't they all? God, at this point. Republic Day, National Postal Worker Day. We were just talking about postal workers. National U.S. Postage Stamp Day. Oh, it's the first. That means there's going to be a day and a month for everything. This is going to be long. National Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day. Bocce Ball Ice Cream. There you go. Make the ice cream taste like bocce ball, like it's an Archie McPhee flavor. National Ginger Snap Day. I feel like ginger snaps are more of a fall thing. Virgin Island Day. What? That sounds like a very spicy island. Emancipation Day. National Ice Cream Month. Yes. National Horseradish Month. Oh, God. National Hot Dog Month. All right. International Chicken Wing Day. Plastic Free July. Oh, man, the Kardashians are in for it. What? I'm sure they use plastic and stuff, you know. They're not exempt. International Reggae Day. Depends on the reggae, right? No, there's a type of reggae where they just play a song and yell over it. That's the reggae I don't like. You know, you give me like Peter Tosh, Bob Marley type of reggae, I'll deal with that, you know. Stuff that inspired ska, I'm cool with. Not somebody just going over some song they never wrote. Let's say National Grilling Month. National Baked Bean Month. God, there's a lot of food that's going to cause a lot of gas. National Culinary Arts Month. Oh, God. I made my loaf of bread look like SpongeBob. National Hemp Month. Bro. National Hemp Month. National Hemp Month. I don't smoke. National Blueberry Month. National Picnic Month. World Watercolor Month. Oh, my God. National Contract Sewing Month. What the hell? Second half of the year day. Oh, my God. Can we just stop making crap up now? Oh, good. Okay. Flag Day. That's tomorrow. Okay. Second half of the year. Great. It's almost Christmas, guys. God. What? 75 years? Oh, there we go. Thank you. I missed it. Yeah, there's the itch shop. That's the thing they won. At least one of them. I forgot what the other one was down there somewhere. What else we got? Boom. We got bad news. GameStop is not hurting after Sony kills discs, and there's a good reason. Okay, we have other news. Sony's killing off discs, but we'll get to that. Apparently, GameStop doesn't deal with games nearly as much as I thought a GameStop would actually deal with. Because it's a very small, according to this article, it's a very small percentage of their profits for last year. Very small. Hey, Billy Sox one. Same period. Okay, basically games are not essential to GameStop. And it shows. All right, so Sony to end PlayStation Store support on PS3 and Vita. They're going away. Get all your updates and games that you need. Do it now. Sony says all regions will lose access to the PlayStation 4 for PS3 and Vita next summer. You got 1 year. 1 year. Blake, go high. Oh, Christmas is sooner than you think. After Sony's surprise announcement that it plans to end PlayStation, whatever, PlayStation discs production by 2028. Essentially, all right, these shops are closing down. Essentially. Go.
I told Will Brass how oin. It's time to cancel Sony.
Right? Thank you. How you doing? 122 moons. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. It is literally probably cooler where you are than where we are. I can hear the air conditioner going, hey. I was like, still. I know, we got like 2 more days of this. We'll see. Yeah, so PlayStation is getting rid of PS3 and Vita storefronts. Not a good week for PlayStation. The internet reacts to PlayStation killing off game discs. And I specifically pulled this up because of this picture. Remember this? Remember the dig that they did to Xbox? Where they're like, because, Xbox at the time was doing more digital. And their marketing response was like, hey, if your friend wants to borrow a game, this is how you do it. And they hand each other a disc, you know. Where are you guys now? Where you go? You think I forgot? What? Kenneth Shepard didn't forget. They went back and realized that you guys were just, you were planning to down for a physical meeting before. Right? This did not age well. God, it's unbelievable. Yeah, so they're killing off game discs. PlayStation games will no longer have physical discs starting 2028. We only have one more year of physical for PlayStation. Yep. 48 Moon, 6 Mariner, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. That's kind of sad, dude. I wonder what the last game is that they're gonna do. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered remade again with bonus stuff. Oh god. Yeah, so this is not a good look. All right. PlayStation Disc Death sends the internet into its physical media defense arc. Yeah, see, this is like already a glib take, I can tell from the thing. Sony put a date on the death of game disc, and, you know, the internet logged on. What? People are upset. Here's the thing. Most people, honestly, I understand. They don't really care about physical. They don't. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You know, physical, whatever. I gotta put the disc in. Oh. Macabre Cat. Hey, how's it going? That was a rumor. It turned out not to be true. Which one? There's a lot of them here. Which one? Them shutting down the stores, them not doing disc production. What is it? It ends up in a landfill anyway. We all do. Might as well enjoy it while it's here. Oh, GTA getting a disc in September. Yeah, there were literally two different articles that we went through. Last stream, Pum'Kin Guy, right? One said, "Oh, it's never going to get one," and then the other one's like, "It'll get one, but in December." I'm like, no, nobody. People are just making shit up now. So this is not good, but I get it. It's like most people who grew up in the Apple ecosystem or the Steam ecosystem. All the games were digital. When was the last time? Okay, if you got computers, when was the last time you put a physical CD-ROM into a disk drive? Put it in there, wait for it to spin up, you know, and then it's like install. Never. It's been decades. It's been decades, and they don't even ship computers with disk drives anymore, which seems stupid, but somehow here we are, right? I can't even remember the last disc I played. Oh no. Virtual Springfield, because we found it in a thrift store. Yeah. Simpsons? It's pretty cool. Earlier this year for you? Well, are you into retro games? That's probably why. But even newer PC games, they generally don't make discs for PC. Yeah.
I have PS4, so I play Ghost Recon Wildlands. Other day I have the CD.
That's pretty good. Nice. This is a lot for people in the PlayStation ecosystem to deal with. You know, it's like no more physical, and they're getting rid of the PS3 and PSP shop or Vita shop. More goodbye discs. Look, goodbye discs. Digital game sales continue to grow at PlayStation, as well as many other big players. Why is Sony adding physical discs? The details are in the data. It's true. Okay, here's the thing. I love physical media. I want my music, my movies, my games. I want physical. I like physical. Yeah, it's something that you actually own. And this is weird because there was just a story about Sony having to get rid of over 500 movies because, what was it, Studio Canal? The licensing agreement stopped with them. So now it's like, not even like you still have access to it if you bought it. It is literally wiped from your account. Like what? This is what I don't like about the concept of digital, because you're owning it is questionable. It really is. Unless you can download it and have it offline, it doesn't got to connect to anything, and it's yours. You lose the installer, that's your fault. You know, that kind of thing. So, but you can back that up, and at least it's yours. We need GOG equivalent for movies and TV shows. Whew. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I don't think there's going to be money to be made because people will just get it and then put it on some pirating site. They do that anyway. The video game industry is not ready to lose box games. Game sales are still 50% physical for single-player story-driven action games and or family titles. Well, this is a point, right? And this is from where? The game business. I don't know what that is. A lot of people are banding around, banding around the 9% of game sales being digital, figured out the buying all the game's revenue, so it included DLC, season pass, microtransaction, blah, 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 AAA. Some figures are linked to article, 45% of the Hogwarts sales, 49% of the sales, of 45% of everything, even though make sales physical in the UK. Oh, in the UK. Physical in the UK. Really? Huh. Well, they don't have air conditioners. Like, that's right. Like, in the UK, you can't use an air conditioner, correct? No, I think they literally come after you for that. I'm not making this up. Oh, Christmas sales crash when parents can't buy them anymore, right? Well, I think Christmas is going to be real rough for gamers this year, especially kid gamers. You know, because parents ain't going to be buying a new Switch. Hey, if you're getting a Switch 2 for your parents, do it before, not for your parents. If you're a parent and you're getting a Switch 2 for your kid, do it before September and hide it because it's going to go up like another $50. Okay? Just, I'm throwing it out there. So, what? That's what I heard. Unless, you know, the spirit of Christmas makes Nintendo's heart grow 2 sizes in, you know, joy or whatever. I don't think they're going to give people a Christmas discount. I've switched to, now I got what? Probably a remake launch day. Nice.
It's a raid. Destroy them all with kawaii hugs and
Adam,
treats.
thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Any of my kids buy me Switch 2 now. Yeah, come on. What are they doing? Let's see. Astrobot sales, 55% physical in UK. So basically these are UK numbers, right? I feel like people had more of an issue with online games and stuff, that more people share their libraries with others. Maybe do that unless family or something. Yeah. Icarus, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than. What do we got? 13. Oh, that's some low numbers today. Eight. Card battle. Nope. Nah. That was Josie. What was that, like 3.0 or something? That one's tough. Yeah, I don't know I mean, you know, they got a year to figure this out because I don't know here's what Xbox should do. Well, let's see what the next thing. Oh, it's more Sony. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Half these tabs was about Sony. No. This alludes to what this is. Sony is killing disc-based PlayStation games, and that means PS6 likely won't have a disc drive and could launch in 2028. Okay, so we're getting into the all-digital BS thing now. At least the Xbox, I can put a disc in. Yeah. I know Xboxes has an all-digital edition, but nobody wants that. I wonder what, is this just their first-party games, or are they going to allow other people to make games and put them on discs? Or are they just like, no, we don't accept discs anymore? How much would it cost by then? Yeah, Ginger, the PS6 is probably going to be like $1,200 by the time we get to 2028. If the RAM prices don't collapse, forget about it. But there's news on that too. Sony confirms PlayStation disc production. And why did I have, again, I was tired. I don't know why I opened up like 30 of these. Boop. Oh, this. Look at this. Can you stop giving us bad news, gaming industry, for 5 minutes? This is a good meme. I like this. Dude, it's absolutely true. You can't go 5 minutes.
You didn't think pumpkins live that long.
Hey!
Jim, hi, Jim Dance.
72 moons. Adam, thank you. Thank you. Continued support. And raids. Thank you. Do computers even still have CD? No, most of them they don't make. You got to get a USB one, and then manufacturers are going to stop making them. What? What's going to happen? They're going to be like, well, nobody's using a disk drive anymore. Here we go. It's the way things go, and then give it 20 years. People were like, man, I really wish somebody would make CD players again. Yeah. Sony closing select PlayStation stores in 2026 and 2027. I did not even know there were PlayStation stores. There are PlayStation stores still? What? I don't know what select ones they are, but I didn't select them. Boop. I need water. I don't have coffee because I was too jittery. The jitters are settling down now. I looked up on the internet how to stop the jittery. Yeah. Oddly enough, they said don't drink more coffee. I found that very confusing. What? No, it was funny. They're like, don't drink more coffee to quote unquote level it out. I'm like, this isn't like alcohol, like. So if you ever do have caffeine jitters, they say eat something that either has fat, wheat, or something that has a lot of potassium, like a banana. And we did that, I would say 40 minutes before stream. It took about an hour and 40 minutes, but we're chilling a little bit. I want to get more coffee, but I know that's going to cause a problem. Because now I'm like, all right, it's leveling off. Let me get some coffee. No. Let me get back to my base levels first before I start injecting more caffeine. We're having an ad roll, so I'm going to just be morose for a while. What? It's stupid, man. These ads. No, because it's got a lot of articles here. And, people aren't. I'll wait for them. I'll drink more water. I can hydrate for 3 minutes straight. Boop. No. I'm going to ease up on the coffee. No, it wouldn't have been a problem if we didn't have that coffee ice cream. Because here's the thing. We made it with God, I don't want to say a concentrated coffee, but it's a particular type of instant coffee. And it's very good. And I'm like, usually you can put one in for a really big glass of, coffee or a cup of coffee. I make ice like 99% of the time. So we're just like, we put one spoonful in there and then we're just like, well, I mean, it's ice cream. I kind of want to make sure it has the flavor of it. So I put in another one and then we're like, I wonder if that's going to be enough. We're not even registering the caffeine consumption. So we're like, we got rid of the spoon at that point, and then we're just like kind of pouring it in a little bit, like a mad scientist, waited for the smoke to arise. And I'm just like, that'll probably work. We blended it up, didn't think about it, froze it, did the whole thing today. Woo. And here I am, 12 heart palpitations later, It was 15 years ago. I think it was already weeding out CD drives on laptops. Yeah. It's been a bit. I remember, hearing when laptops are like, oh, they're not even going to have a CD drive in it. The last laptop that, I've personally was in contact with that had a CD drive was, I think, your mom's laptop that had Windows 8 in it. Windows 8, right? So, but then again, I don't go fondling other people's computers. Those are private. All right, that's what PC stands for, private crap. But potatoes, any kind, potassium and starch, all the smooth you need. Right. More than a banana. I didn't have time to cook up a potato. Yeah. These things take like an hour. I'd still be waiting for it. Yeah. Could have gotten potato chips. But then I got to go out. 100 degrees out. French fries? Does that count? Yeah, I know they're potatoes, but they're also filled with a lot of salt and oils and stuff. I don't know. Last thing I want to do is have a lot of salty food and raise the blood pressure that's already probably spiked to oblivion right now. Think digital only is going to backfire so massively in the future we're headed for. It's weird. Chronicles, like, I don't know if you remember when Xbox first came out with the Xbox Series X. Everybody was kicking them in the nuts about the always online feature. You know, it's like, oh, the console, that'll always be online. And they're like, wait, what? And yeah, but now we live in that thing where everything is always online. When online is not available, people freak out. They absolutely go nuts. You know, like, oh God, I can't check Instagram. You know, that was Xbox One. It was one. It wasn't Series X. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's right. Yeah, I forget because they all started looking the same. It was just a black box of disappointment. You know, and I like the original Xbox, but I'm telling you right now, and it sounds stupid. The Xbox 360 was their best console. And I was saying before they updated the interface, I loved the blades. The blades were awesome. Just going through them. It was fun just hearing that sound. Yeah. And then it's just like, all right, you know. Original Xbox, we didn't own, but I played a little bit of it. It was all right, you know. That was them getting their feet wet and all that other stuff. 360 was awesome, and, you know, I was excited about the Xbox One when it came out, but it was like, it felt very Microsoft-y, if that makes any sense. Like, unlike the 360, which felt more, gamer. It felt more gamer-like, you know? When the Xbox One came out, it was kind of like, all right, we're making this. It looked like it was made by people who like business. We have these coal tiles. Everything's organized. Look at this. I'm like, just let me flip through the sun. You know, let me do that. OG Xbox, especially first year Xbox was mad. Xbox Live was magic. Oh, dude, Halo Combat Evolved, bro. Dude, that's the cool thing. You know, online when it first started, it was like, yay. Now people just want to get away from online gaming because everybody online is an ass. Which is ironic because, like, back in the day, people were like, yo, this goes online. Holy crap. Yo, I'm going to play with people. Yay. You know, and then it got more, as more and more people got on it, the more and more people were like, oh, God, I got to go online with this. Oh, it's going to be PvP. Yeah. That's what happened with Sea of Thieves. Everyone loved Sea of Thieves when it came out. And then it was just like they realized they had to deal with other people. And it was so toxic that they actually had to make the I don't want to play with other people mode. And I'm like, what? You know, it's crazy. Yes, because mostly people suck. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, and a lot of people in the gaming community, they do just like to kind of troll each other online. I get it. I get the shit talking and all that other stuff. It's just at a certain point, it's like, you don't want to deal with that. You just want to sit, play a game, have fun. You don't want somebody, you know, spawn camping you, you know, just like, oh, there he is. Phew. Yeah, like, oh, God. Simpler times. Can't imagine they haven't played Sunset Overdrive. That game is awesome. Sunset Overdrive was an amazing game. I actually rebought that on Steam because we were going, like, when we were going to distance ourselves from Xbox because I don't want to be paying this monthly fee just to be online. It's stupid. I started looking at, like, sales on Steam for games that I had that were kind of only available on the Xbox for me. Sunset Overdrive, dude, it was super cheap. It might be super cheap now. I would definitely recommend it. It's fun. It's goofy. It can be mindless running around. It's got some good jokes in there. And there's like weird cameos from people you wouldn't expect or probably don't even know, but outfits were interesting. Yeah. Sea of Thieves sucked. I think it was good when it first came out because everybody was like, oh, what's going on here? And then it got real toxic real fast. So, because I played it when it first came out and I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. Look, yeah. And I was like, oh man, I got to keep boarding up my ship. All right, well, whatever. You know, then you got like 7, 8 people just like, get them. It's like, oh, good. All right, PlayStation here again. PlayStation shutting down the PS3. Okay, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, dude, that's right. Rendering digital exclusives like Ratchet. Damn it. Deadlocked HD and accessible. Bro, I forgot about that. I didn't even realize there was digital exclusive. That was just a digital exclusive? They didn't even have a disc or anything? Oh my God, dude, all the DLC? PlayStation officially, I forgot. I did want to look at this because I completely forgot about it. Closing PS3 and Vita stores starting this year, and new content purchases will no longer be possible, but players will be able to download previously purchased content for the foreseeable future. Due to this, dozens of digital exclusive titles and DLC will no longer be accessible to new players, including Trash Panic, I don't know that, Comet Clash, Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket-Powered Battle Cars. Okay, do we have a game that I care about? Hot Shots Golf, Infamous Festival of Blood. That's my thing. God. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, what? Copernicus? Conspiracy Mission? Really? Motorstorm, House of the Dead 4? Ratchet, Deadlock HD, Echo Chrome, Snakeball, Savage Moon. There's a couple. I mean, you know. Hey, whatever happened to Stop Killing Games? Yeah, I want that Infamous DLC. Yeah. Here's the thing. Once these things go down, somebody's going to put them out there. Let's keep an eye. You know, watch the skies. Or seas, as it were. Sony can't figure out how to make PS3 games work on PS5. I think they just don't want to. Because they want to get people into that PlayStation Plus ecosystem. So they could be like, look at this game you're getting from the PS3. Like, yeah, I had this on disc. And I was going to buy the DLC, you know, when I got around to it. But I guess not. I guess I got to rebuy it. That's how it goes. God. As for PlayStation, I'm going to say the last console they had that was good was the PS2. Nah, man, because look, the PS2 played all the PS1 games. PS3 played the older games until they patched it so it couldn't play the older games. Right? Come on. Now I know why people just stick with retro gaming. They're like, you know what? I don't play anything after 2004, you know? None of them want old games working. They don't want to, compete against themselves. Instead of they choose to compete against, AI? Like they're never going to win. No, probably not. There is an interesting article about it, though. All right, come on, camera. Whew. I am glad I'm not buzzing anymore. I'm coming down to earth. I'm coming down, chat. I'm coming down. Whew. God, this controller just won't escape me. Look at this. Sony just handed PC the future of gaming. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I mean, why bother buying an all-digital thing now? I could get the games a lot cheaper on Steam, but they got exclusive. I don't think anyone cares about the new God of War right now. I still have my Amigas. That's a fun game. Really? That thing still works? Holy crap. Also, they don't build freaking consoles the way they used to. Holy, wow. Consoles used to be the go-to hardware for gaming, an affordable $400 box that didn't require tinkering to run top-of-the-line new releases. That is a problem with PC. So, it was easy, affordable, and intuitive. Slide a disc in and wham, you're good to go. That era is over. It's over, bro. Dude, it's dead. Okay. All right, that era's over. Next-gen hardware is now looking to cost $1,000 or more, thanks to the global memory shortage, spurred on by the gluttonous demands of AI. We're so gluttonous, bro. Just give me all your RAM. Good. Let's see. Well, Sony has announced that it will cease production of physical discs starting in January 2028, ending the era of secondhand marketplaces and plug and play. Hey, that's the problem. Consoles are becoming as expensive as high-end PCs. Worse yet, with Sony axing support for physical discs and shutting digital storefronts as a desperate collapsing Xbox embraces PC with Project Helix, the PS6 is losing the benefits of a console. True. I lost my spot. Oh, without boasting the customization, freedom of choice, decades-old backlog, free online or experimental indie scene that makes PC so enduring. So here's the thing. Like, Xbox moving forward say they do want to be more PC friendly, meaning it works within the ecosystem. Now, if they can come out with something that makes everybody's, all right, Xbox's version of a Steam machine. At this point, yo, Xbox, just put an app. Remember, where was your thing? This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Everything's a fucking Xbox. Well, then make everything a fucking Xbox. If you can do this with software, right? Then why are you wasting your time and everybody's money on this stuff? Make an app and just throw it on TVs. On smart TVs, an app for the phone. You can stream all the games. Come on. Your fridge is an Xbox. Yeah. I want to open up and, have, Master Chief making me ice cubes. Come on. Like, I don't get. Next is Nintendo for no more game cartridges. They do have those key card now. It's a card that just has a digital code that you put in, so you get the placebo of owning a game, but it still has to download it. It's just like a key saying, you own this. Boop. That's it. And the weird thing is about that, people have been scamming it because basically they duplicate the card somehow, because, people do that. And what happens is, since it's tied to their account, they resell the other one. So that when the next person buys it and tries to activate it, essentially Nintendo thinks they're trying to play a bootleg, and they basically brick their system. So we got that going. Yeah, so this is like, if Xbox can do either, like we said, the streaming dongle thing, an app like Amazon's Luna or whatever, like they can do their Game Pass, they can get people on board or whatever, but consoles are going to be a hard sell in the future, especially at the cost, So I don't know, working it into everybody's phone or tablet, which basically everybody has, you'd be better off. Just make a streaming app for that. I think Luna, all the games you get during Twitch Prime, check your Prime stuff, I think those are playable on your phone for the most part. They may not be optimized for your phone, but I think, you can still play them with a controller or whatever, Bluetooth it. We shall see. Let's see. I hate when things don't refresh. Come on, man. This always happens. All right. According to the game industry, the co-founder Christopher Drink of the UK, PS5 sales fell by 50% earlier this year. Oh, would that be about the same time they raised the price? Imagine. It only outsold the Xbox Series X by 400 units. Oh, that's bad. Remember these? Wow. Next gen may as well be dead. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's between all the garbage they've been putting out, the expense, it's not worth it. All right, what's the next tab here? Oh, there we go. Finally, in the halls of injustice, Xbox is testing disc to digital feature that digitizes a physical game collection. Software's disc to digital feature would be essential for next gen Xbox consoles, which means their next console may actually have discs. All right, tentatively speaking. So if you could just put your disc in, like the backwards compatibility that they had, because you could just, the Xbox 360 games, you could just kind of put in there, and it was just like, boom. I need water. I still got that weird thing going on. 1 second. Yeah. Unless it's more, how come that happens when I do this? Why does it mess up my face? Weird. I don't think the hotkey should be there. Oh, no, that's right. I was fiddling with things. Huh. Was that always that way? I guess we'll fix it. What's up, Cat Dude? Hi. What's up? I'll take this post as an allegedly. We'll see. We'll see. This is from The Verge. They're reputable, bro. The Verge. Oh, The Verge are pissing me off. You better not have ads pop up. No, I do want to subscribe. Mr. Warren. Let's see. What do we got? Microsoft will likely soon follow Sony and stop production of physical discs. That's hearsay and speculation, Tom. Okay. For Xbox game, but instead of leaving physical discs behind entirely, sources familiar with Microsoft plans tell me the company has quietly been working on a disc to so basically key cards. Because that's what the Switch key cards are. It's a disc to digital thing. It just says, you own the game. Okay, here, download it. That's it. Xbox employees recently started testing this new feature. After what? References to enable disc to digital appeared in the Xbox PC app code in May. Told that Microsoft. So it's in the code. Microsoft's disc to digital feature will work on Xbox One and Xbox Series X discs only, and not those for the Xbox 360 or original Xbox console. Why do I care then? Why would I care? I want all my games to work. Xbox, backwards compatibility. That was your whole thing. God, what happened to these people? God. You know, I don't care. I'll wait for the news to come out and see if it's actually legit or not. God. Yeah. But companies like Arrow, those things to 4K. The company's still going strong. Yeah. We specialize on stuff like that. People are like, yay. Boop. Microsoft could cancel Marvel's Blade and close its developer. Yeah, because Xbox has got enough problems. They closing up a bunch of developers. So, unfortunately, like, they were going to make a Blade game. Blade. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Vampire Hunters, but Blade's cool. All right? I think we can get along, you know? Probably wouldn't kill me outright. Besides, I'm small. I could run real fast. Like Chucky. I had hopes for this, and I kind of wanted it to, be good. I want a good vampire game. Wait, hold on. Didn't Arcane make Redfall? Did Arcane make Redfall? What's up? Are you out? You survived? All right, we got good news. You want good news? Dawn's here, one. I don't know if that's good. But they got good news. They got a call. Are you sure? This is confirmed. I got a text message. All right, they got a text message. They don't got to go to jury duty. Yes. Nah, man. Dude, we would have been, your streams would have been derailed for weeks. They don't got to go because I guess the 100-degree heat made them say, you know what?
Hello, Dawn.
Icarus says hi. Hi. They're probably like, you know what? Having people coming to jury duty and melt in the aisles, or what do they call them? Jury box? Probably not a good thing. You'll be sitting there with the foam domes. Just the sigh of relief is audible. Yeah. But,
now I just have the
hi, Dawn.
3 adultings.
There you go. Wolfnick says hi. Hi. So, what other adulting do you have to do?
I have the booty.
Yeah, I know. We got that. Yeah.
And the relative thing.
Oh, yeah. That'll be like an hour.
Other adulty things.
I'm more worried about having to deal with people than you should be.
Still in flux, but
all right.
Saturday stream will probably
maybe happen.
Marbles.
Oh, Marbles on stream. Yo, 4th of July. That's right. Saturday.
As long as we still have power, we still have another day of heat.
Yeah, we got another day of heat, but Dawn stream, Dawn of Time BC on Twitch if you're new here. Doing game giveaways 4th of July weekend. Oh, you got to show them the shiny hot dog. 2 o'clock. Easter time. Easter. There you go. Jury duty just sitting there reading. Eating people wrong, and they'll dismiss you. There you go. All right. Here's the thing about jury duty. It's weird because, it's a thing you got. It's a responsible thing you have to do as a citizen. I get that, America and stuff like that. However, I feel like it is forced labor. I do. And not that anybody should, I don't like, they kind of pay you, but they upheave your entire life, especially if you're sequestered. And it's like, it's difficult, especially if you got kids, okay, somebody else got to take kids. Maybe I could drop them off, blah, blah, got to get here this time. What if you work at a night shift? It's a lot of things. Essentially, you're drafted. Yeah. They pay you. I don't know how much they pay you. That would have been cool because I would have been able to figure that out. Versus just, I imagine, we stop eating. Really? Wow. Just tell them you're a vampire. Good. Yeah, you're going to have to see her. Yeah, I can only do night courts. What? And what? No, yes, I want the old school 80s night court with Harry Stone, the John Larroquette character. I want Richard Mole there. What was his name? Bull and Roz. Though I like the older lady when they first got her, but she passed away. So Bull, exactly right. That's the only night court I could do. I need a fun judge that has a sense of humor because it's so difficult for me to not crack a joke. Especially in an area where you're not supposed to crack jokes. Like, it's hard for me to do that. I'd be like, come on, dude. I'd be in contempt in like probably 7 minutes. Yeah. It is weird, though. There are certain books that if you bring to court to read while you're passing the time and they ask you questions, they'll pretty much dismiss you. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know, the rules of Marxism or something like that. They'll probably be like, yeah, no, maybe not. How to get around law, but I don't know if they know that's what you're trying to do. They've probably seen it a number of times. Plus, there is this other thing. You could be that jury person that knows a little bit too much about the law. And, prosecuting attorneys don't like that. And neither do defense attorneys. So it's that kind of thing. Can you not do jury duty based on religious grounds? Like, hypothetically, you're a very pious individual. And, you feel like you are unfit to judge somebody else. Or pass judgment on them, what is it? Whoever's without sin cast the first stone kind of deal. I got a bag of rocks, but you know too much, right? Read If I Did It by OJ. Was that an actual book? I thought that was like a Saturday Night Live skit. That was an actual book? I'm sure the experienced ones know the tricks people use to get out of jury duty. Yeah, they would probably spot it, and then I don't know if they would lecture you or hold you in contempt. And could you argue it? Because, the legal system's a little dicey now. If somebody can get let out 23 times for committing various crimes and then commit more crimes, I feel like you'd get that one judge who's just like, you know what? They're not wearing the right tie. Contempt. Boom. 5 years in state prison. Like, what? I don't like red ties. What? You can declare you're against the death penalty? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of death penalties. Because, there's a lot of forced labor you could use there. But, What? Wouldn't that be a good thing? Like, here, for the morality of it, for people who don't want the death penalty, wouldn't it be better to have them do labor? Like, grueling labor? Well, life imprisonment. We were going to kill you anyway. What do you want to do? Break rocks or die? They're like, let me think about it. That's a real book. Wow. Unbelievable. I thought it was like an early internet joke or something. No, it's not that kind of term. Term you would get slapped. Did he sentence got shortened again for like the 4th time? Good behavior. Oh yeah. Isn't it weird how people's all of a sudden good behavior comes into it? Oh, they've been good. What? How's that happen? So if like, Charles Manson didn't cause any problems in prison, they didn't let him out early. But I don't think they want me on jury duty. I've got a letter a few times so far. Everything they're like, nope, we don't need you to come in. That's all right. Consider yourself lucky. Death penalty is not something that can be undone when it comes wrong. Oh yeah, wrongful convictions. That is a good point. That's a good point. So we'll do hard labor. Manson did not want out. Oh yeah, there was no way he'd be able to survive like 5 minutes outside of prison. Like there would just be people waiting for him as he came out. Though he was kind of like a celebrity though in prison. It was really weird. I don't know like how that happens. That was a jury where one of our jury wanted to make triple sure the defendant was guilty. She was the only holdout, but she reviewed the evidence for a long time and couldn't come up with a reasonable doubt in her own mind and eventually gave up trying. Huh. I mean, it's good because here's the thing. Like Dawn made a point of it. She's like, I hate jury duty, but if I had to be, on trial, I would want the people there to be really thorough and go through all the evidence and all that other stuff. And I get that because that's super important. I would probably be I watched a lot of Columbo. So I'd probably be like, Your Honor, I'd have to try to work on my lazy eye kind of thing, but I'd be like, if this guy was there at 2 p.m., how could he be playing GTA at 2:15? That kind of thing. Though there was that case, there was that YouTuber that literally killed their significant other, and they set up a fake stream as their alibi. Allegedly. I was like, what? I mean, how are you getting away with that? Everybody knows where you are all the time. Come on. 12 Angry Men style. Yeah, there you go. If you look at his life, most of it was in prison. Before that stuff, with the family, he was in and out repeatedly. He actually preferred it. There are people who have been in prison so much that they don't like the outside. That's kind of the way we are as shut-ins for the most part. Every time we venture outside, we're like, ew, can we go home? That kind of thing. So I get that. I get that mentality. So, yeah. Besides, you don't got to worry about rent, free food, Neighbors are not the best people, but, you get what you pay for. Free room and board, right? That's kind of weird. But, yeah, going to jail isn't, like, really on my top list just so I don't pay rent. All right, let's get back to Blade, the game that won't exist. I was only once called for jury duty, all day vetting, then was on the way to the courtroom, and whoever decided to plea deal. Oh, God. Right? We'll just do a plea deal. I don't want the jury getting involved. Oh, come on. I put on a suit and tie and everything. I don't have a suit and tie. I don't have a suit and tie for jury duty. Like, I don't. Like, what would I do? No, I'm not. You don't wear a Kevorkian scarf into a jury. A blood pressure machine around your neck? Good. Idiot. I had my eyes open. I'll just say, look, I have ADHD and I kind of fall asleep and not pay attention on words. Yeah. I'll just slip into any number of characters. Like, Your Honor, I'm telling you, everyone I've ever seen in my life is guilty. This guy sitting next to it right there, that guy, he's probably a evil communist right here. Guilty. That woman over there, look at those shoes. Fashion crime, death penalty. Handbag doesn't even match. That kind of thing. But, like, no, if you could do it, sell it with such conviction that they don't put you in contempt, that would probably be the mark of a good actor, Just go in there, like, oh, very jittery. Yeah, Your Honor, I can't do this. It makes me nervous. The people next to me, you know, that kind of thing. Germs. Go in there with a mask and everything, and you got the little I'm kind of germaphobe. I can't take the mask off because there's germ. This person back here keeps breathing. We're like, oh god, that would be funny.
Oh, sad is the world, but I have Kevorkian scarf around my neck.
That's weird. I was like, when I do that, it looks like I'm holding up something, like trying to take a picture. I need water. I am so glad the jitteriness is gone. Whew. It's good. Whenever this star will what? Ignore income tax. Gotta pay your income tax, unfortunately. The RAM crisis is one big price-fixing monopoly, new lawsuit claims. Let's go. Nice. Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron have all been named in the class action lawsuit attempting to bring relief to consumers. A class action lawsuit accused the three biggest memory manufacturers of colluding to price fixing in the midst of the unprecedented increase. Oh, that was my ear. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, that's going away. All right, good. Increase of consumer RAM and storage pricing. Samsung has been a target. I didn't realize Samsung was one of the biggest things. I had no idea. And you know what? I'm not going to get into whatever. Filed on June to the United States District Court. Who filed this? Claims that the three manufacturers form a monopoly and accused the undertaker who concerted anti-competitive behavior. High bandwidth memory, and it's used to AI data centers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so somebody's trying to get the RAM prices down. So that's good. Amazon has been having sales of RAM of NVMEs, and they're restocking instantly. So much for being hard to get. I don't know. What was it? Is it like DDR5 RAM? I think that's the problem. What? More chips is more chips. Oh, let's see. It's hard to get. It doesn't restock instantly every time. I don't know. It's like I'm not buying anything. We got too much crap going on. GTA pre-orders. There you go. Include. This is weird. Look, GTA pre-orders include an auto-renewing membership to something you may not actually want. You don't have like a GTA Plus or whatever, a Rockstar Plus or GTA Plus. Apparently that you are just included in that automatically. I feel like it would be like a free trial that you could sign up for it. I don't think they're going to force it on everybody. You don't want to keep GTA Plus, be sure to cancel it before it auto-renews. Do we need this with games? GTA, are you not making enough money? God. No, it's ridiculous, man. There in peace.
Hey, it's an anniversary thing.
Anniversary thing. 6 moons. Thank you. That's a half a year. Thank you. DDR5, the lower ones are always in stock. Oh, yeah, DDR4 and stuff. We got an interesting thing about DDR4 coming up. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so now we got this. How to cancel GTA. Whatever, I don't care. But no, that's happening. I'm assuming you have to sign up for it first. GTA won't be on a disc, not at launch or months after, report says. So after going through 2 different stories, now it's actually, quote unquote, confirmed that there will not be a disc at all, ever. No discs. Thank you, Eddie. Why is this like nobody can just figure this out and go to the source? I had to get like 2 different articles saying, yeah, it's going to get one. No, well, maybe it will later. We're not sure. How is this news? If you're not sure, it's not news. That's the whole problem with the internet. If you don't have any facts, it's just speculation. It's an op-ed. It's an editorial piece of your opinion. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Boop. This is a point. The real loss with GTA 6 being digital only. I forgot about the maps. They would give you a whole map, bro. A whole map. Clickbait sells. Yeah, this is true. It gets tiresome though, because then after a while I get so fed up I don't even want to go look at any of the websites. Because I'm like, oh yeah, it's just not even a real article. Sometimes you can tell right off the bat. And like, oh, what GTA 6 did wrong. I'm like, they didn't do anything wrong yet because nothing came out. Just relax. Yeah. Here's the thing with GTA. You know it's going to come out. Everyone is going to say it's either the best game ever or everyone's going to crap on it. Because that's just the way it goes. And then you're just going to have everyone on PC hate that they didn't come out with it at the same time. I really feel like they should launch it on all platforms at once, but whatever. I still got my GTA 5 map. See, there you go. But this is some cool stuff, dude. Look at this. Los Santos. That's awesome that they would give you a whole map. Yeah. Look, food, shopping, burger. Look. Havana. Look. The Vice City Inquirer. Vice City orientation. God, was that really their thing? They did a map for each one? I didn't know they did one for Vice City. That's pretty cool.
$10. I can buy
Hey!
that for $1. 10
Money!
times.
The Haint has just donated $10. Sup, John?
Thank you. Yes. What? It's money that Bezos can't touch. The government can, but not Bezos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Haint. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. I wonder if that was on my bingo. Hold on. I haven't even checked my bingo in a while. I was rambling. On. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there you go. Hey, that got me a bingo too. Oh my God. Let's go. Hey, nice. I'm number 4. Look at that. Dude, that's better than not. Dude, the last couple of times I barely got it. I came in all the way at the end. Like number 38. God, this makes me sad though. Oh, all right. The end of an era. Boop. State of Decay Studio, Undead Labs reportedly at risk of closure. Even a nearly finished State of Decay 3 may not be enough to save Undead Labs from layoffs. Again, there's another Xbox thing. So the frustrating thing here now, right, is all these studios and devs that they're getting rid of, there's potentially nearly finished games like Senua's Sacrifice, the next one game that's coming out. It's close enough that they have a well put together trailer. Same thing with State of Decay 3. So there's a lot of things just in limbo right now. And we're going to have all these stories of like, oh, we were working on this game, but, you know, Xbox got rid of us. See State of Decay 3, which was at Xbox Games Showcase and is currently running play tests. Reportedly at risk of cancellation as buyer sought for Undead Labs. This is weird because the other thing I've read in my other spare time is these studios are now trying to save themselves by buying themselves out from Xbox. So I don't know how that works, like Double Fine and stuff like that from the rumors I've heard. They're trying to say, look, we want to go back to being an indie studio, so we're going to buy our way out of this contract. I don't even know how that works. So I don't know. Still here just lurking. Lurk away. So it's kind of weird. Like I don't know. God, what's going to happen to all these games? Schrodinger's Xbox games. Yeah, hypothetical Xbox game inside of a showcase that may be considered to be simultaneously both in development and canceled while it is unobserved, as a result of its fate being linked to a random layoff that may or may not occur. That's a pretty good assessment of Xbox right now. That's incredible. Nice. Boop. Steam Machine. All right, here's the thing. You know how the Steam Machine's coming out? It's that little box thing, right? Well, somebody decided to make a companion cube. Well, they shouldn't have done that, okay? Steam Machine's unlicensed. Go.
They have been working on State of Decay 3 for a long time. It should be mostly done, and people do want it. I want it.
I know a lot of people do want it. I know somebody who wants it. They're like, all right, State of K to 3. I played a little bit of 2 and I was like, all right, it's all right. But if it doesn't get released this far in advance, I would just put it out, just put it out. And then if you have to close the studio, then do it. But don't let all that hard work go to waste. Let's see. So they made a custom unlicensed companion cube, canceled. D-Brand's owned up to a huge mistake. D-Brand never had permission to make the companion. Yeah, oh, good. They got a picture. This was a whole thing you could put around a steam machine. I don't know how it affects airflow. It does not look great. But your whole thing would have been a companion cube. This is probably this is a brilliant idea. But the problem is, bro, you got to get permission. At least ask. Be like, Gabe, bro, can we make a companion cube kind of thing? They better do it. Gabe, get on this. I know you're on your boat. You're looking for treasure, but come on, do this. I got a question. What is it about rich people just going out to sea? James Cameron, Gabe Newell. What are they just like? All right, you know what? I've had enough of people. I'm just going to go out to sea. Is that it? Is that the thing? The calming oceans, the soothing waves, the Somalian pirates. What is it? What is the lure of the sea? Number of people can't get them out at sea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like. Like, here's the thing. Part of me likes the ocean, but I know it will kill me. So I wouldn't mind just being on a super yacht of indestructibility, but there is no ship ever made that can deal with a pissed off ocean. So that's why I'm like, I don't like the unpredictability of that. But there is something really cool about that where you're like, I could just be on a boat. Just go here, go there. You got your own food, whatever. You go fishing, that kind of thing. It's probably pretty cool. And you're in international waters, so you can do whatever you want, Your brand not getting permission isn't like them. They're almost certainly an F up somewhere. Yeah, it is kind of weird. I don't know much about them, so. But there you go. Maybe somebody just didn't send the email.
I love and fear the sea.
Yeah, I'm in the same wild boat. No pun intended, but somebody's going to call pun anyway. So, this guy, look at him. The best Willy Wonka we ever had. Guess what? Guess what they're doing with Willy Wonka? Netflix. Netflix turns dead Gene Wilder into AI Willy Wonka voice for a new reality TV show. Netflix has released the first teaser for its upcoming reality show, Wonka's Golden Ticket. And because the future is terrible, Netflix used AI to copy the late Gene Wilder's voice to narrate the teaser. It's yet one more sign of the streaming giant's slide from high-end premium content creator to a cheap knockoff broadcast network. I think I agree with that. Netflix. Well, here's the thing. I'm sure they went through the estate thing and, whatever, got permission. They're probably like, yeah, go ahead. That kind of thing. The thing is, it's not going to end. And that's the problem. So we're going down two roads and neither of them are good, right? One, you ban AI entirely. Imagine you ban AI entirely. It's gone. Okay, good. It's gone. Doesn't exist. But also with that comes the ability to do research, the ability to fix a lot of problems we have not fixed yet. And then the other problem with that is other countries are going to use AI. So then you'd be the country without AI. We're in the Cold War nukes era of AI. Every country's got to have the best AI, so they can, if they have to fight each other, they got the better AI. That's basically what it is. So, but the problem with that is these little AI nukes that everybody's trying to make better than the other person's is much like real nukes, they end up falling into the wrong hands, you know? So there is a problem there, but Pandora's box has been opened, much like splitting the atom, okay? You just want to be on the right side of it and make sure nobody messes up your life, right? But with that, right, is like this type of stuff, which nobody really likes. And again, I like AI. I like goofing off with it. I like making fun things and stuff like that, whatever. You know, however, we're slowly eroding the respect we should have for people who are no longer here. Like Gene Wilder, whatever. But you know, James Earl Jones was fine when he was alive. Gene Wilder, I don't know. I don't know them personally. You know, so that's the estate handling it, and the estate, even if he wouldn't like it in real life, is just sees the dollar signs and is like, yeah. But I think Netflix bought what's his name, Roald Dahl's stuff, so they basically own the rights to all that kind of stuff, the Willy Wonka, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or is that Dr. Seuss? Who the hell was it? They bought something. But I thought this film was like Warner Brothers, so I don't know, like the soundbite itself or the voice work. I don't know, but whatever. We have a Willy Wonka still alive, Johnny Depp. Yeah, and the Chalamet guy. Oh, God. I didn't even bother watching that film. Yeah. Even with all the squirrels in the Tim Burton one, that wasn't a great one for me either. This exacerbates a lack of originality problem in Hollywood. Well, here's the other thing. That does say a lot, because Gene Wilder and a lot of actors from that time period, whether they would be considered appealing now or whatever, they were the original ones that were there. You know, like, you know, James Earl Jones, this guy, Jack Nicholson, stuff like that. There's always people imitating those legends of Hollywood music, et cetera, et cetera. Now, at a certain point, we're going to stop even trying to have imitators. We're just going to outright copy and churn out stuff. Because at least an imitator, say in Troy Baker, who did the voice of Indiana Jones in the game, even in somebody who can imitate a voice can do it well, and that in and of itself is a talent, and that talent is rewarded. If you could just get AI to do it, then it's just like where there really isn't a human quality there. It may sound awesome, but there isn't a human quality in there. You know? I don't know. And I like AI music, but still, it's not the same. It'll get there, but not yet. Yeah, there's moments. Look, actually, it was me. I don't know, man. This is kind of weird for me, but you know, yeah. Perhaps we can just let dead people stay dead. No, we're all technological necromancers now. So, okay, this is kind of funny. You ready? You ready? You thought Pokemon was a problem. Yep.
I took my mom to the doctor yesterday and the nurse was using an eye translator for my mom. It was awful and painful to watch. It was crap, it didn't work well, but the nurse was like, I know we don't need it because I could do it, but we have to use IT.
Oh, really? They have to use it? I'd be like, no, no. That's ridiculous. Well, they got to justify charging you for it. That's the thing. AI translator was implemented, $500, so they can, you know, get the copay. Look, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has just been canceled because players were too smelly. This is an actual article. All right. You are expected to be clean when you enter a tournament. Neglecting to wash or put on clean clothes contributes to an unpleasant atmosphere at the event, as the tournament can be crowded and the day can be long. Reads the 2019 Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament rule change. They had to change that because I guess people were so filthy. Persons who neglect self-care to the point that they are negatively impacting the tournament may be asked to correct the issue in order to continue in the event. That's funny. Could you correct the issue of your pungent odor? Can't you just say, bro, you stink. Take a bath. Take a bath. You got a hotel room. Use the water. God. Oh, my. Right? You know, here's the thing. There was a card shop simulator, and part of that is you wash down the smelly customers with like a power wash thing because they're gross, or the other one where you just spray them with deodorizer. And I'm like, okay, that's funny. As like, you know, a cheeky kind of like, people smell. It's real. It's a real thing. The change was made as a rise in smelly players began to invade tournaments, or at least it became more socially acceptable to call out their bad hygiene. Oh, thank you. Can we get back to the point where people are like, yo, you stink? You smell. You are a pungent odor and a plague upon us all. You know? For 7 years, those rules were seemingly observed and respected by players. However, organizers of recent tournaments have been forced to strictly enforce them as an overwhelming number of players with bad hygiene descend on their events. Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on, man. You were supposed to... Okay. I know you're the darker, grittier Pokemon, but that shouldn't mean your armpits, okay? Keep the dark grittiness to the game. Not our noses. God. Let's see. An Oregon Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament was just canceled because of an overwhelming stink. You stank. Go.
Maybe they use the bad smell to their advantage. But everyone is using the same tactic.
Yeah, at a certain point, people are just throwing up on themselves. Report. God, thank you. First reported by IGN, Chronos Gaming Gifts, an independent teacher card in Beaverton, Oregon. So it's an indie thing. It's not like, well, it's still a tournament. Has recently hit the headlines for issuing a 1-week suspension on local Yu-Gi-Oh! What, you think it's going to take 1 week to desalinize these people? Like, is it that bad? Like, they must be deloused for a week. In a statement posted in its Discord server, the store stated that it had issues with people using the bathroom and poor hygiene, leading to bad reviews. Ooh. Oh my God. Yeah, you imagine the Yelp reviews or whatever. People will be like, bro, this place stinks. Customers smell. Bathroom smells. The comic books they touched smell. Dude, that's crazy. We regret to inform you that there will be a 1-week suspension on our local events. The message began. We have had issues with people mistreating the restrooms and multiple bad reviews because of poor hygiene. As a reminder, we encourage players to follow Konami guidelines and report anyone who does not. Sir, they smell. Yo, this guy over here. I know they're about to beat me, but I can smell them. It's confusing my gameplay. Come on. Yeah, the restrooms are the worst. There has been a drop in etiquette and respect for stuff around individuals. You know, and it's kind of like everybody thinks they're in first person mode and they just have no regard for anybody around them. So it's kind of weird. In 2024, in a not too dissimilar turn of events, a female Yu-Gi-Oh! Player walked out of a tournament because her opponent smelled too bad. Yeah, but she was probably covered with perfume. You know, here's the thing. You think the perfume works all the time? Some people find it offensive. Okay? Yeah, just saying. Oh, look at this. Okay, it's not just Yu-Gi-Oh! Look, the problem is also prevalent in both Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. Pokemon, you smell. IGN reports that Nebraska Pokemon Organized Play Group added a new rule to its community. It states that individuals are also required to maintain a socially acceptable level of hygiene during the event. Well, our social circles are different, you know? For gamers, you know, the hygienic standards are completely different than normies, you know? You know, considering all the Axe body spray commercials and stuff that everybody grew up on, you figured somebody would put that crap underneath their arms. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Depending on the attire or level of hygiene, the tournament organizer may allow for tournament participants to change or update their personal hygiene and attire and return to the venue. Go bathe. So, yeah, what is it with card games? Are you all just in dark pits? You know, just doing your proxy fighting and stuff just to see how your deck works, and you just don't even bother showering? Like, dude, it's super important. Yo, I got this thing. I got a cutoff point with not bathing. You know, I will literally get like one of those towelettes and wipe myself down somehow. I don't care. I just got to get some of that grub off after a while, you know? Here's the thing. If you really stink and you don't want to do anything, this is a life hack, all right? And this one used this. We didn't think it would work, but it did. Go.
They should do what Pumpkin Potion used to do when she worked in a card shop. Go around and squirt Febreze on the smelly people.
There you go. Sometimes you got to do it. You know, it's a not so subtle hint, but hopefully it'll get the message. I would personally use Pledge. Give them that nice shine and lemon fresh scent, but you know, it's just me. Did I even still make that? But okay, cleaning tip. Because post-surgery, they said, look, don't take a shower because he had like all these bandages and stuff. Couldn't get the wound. You couldn't get the wound wet, right? Super important. So, yo, not for nothing, rubbing alcohol on a one of those kind of like a wet one kind of thing. You know, you just, you know, under your arms, your usual areas and stuff. You went to the doctor, they're just like, you didn't get this wet. Good job. I'm like, yeah, we did this, this, and this. They're like, wait, you did this for like 5 days? We're like, yeah. You don't smell like you haven't showered for 5 days. Yeah, dude wipes. There you go. Yeah, it's, of course, give your body some time to recover from that after you get past the surgery and wipe down, because the rubbing alcohol will kind of break down some of your natural biome stuff that you have to maintain. It's got to have a nice balance, but special circumstances, you know? So we're like, hey, this has got to work, right? And they're like, holy crap, you don't smell. So card game people, bathe, shower. All right. Oregon store suspends Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments due to hygiene. Yeah, okay, there's another thing. So, boop. Backyard baseball. Hey, people remember this game? Remember when it was on CD-ROM? Okay. Backyard baseball will feature trading cards designed by independent artists. Insider access. Nice. Look at this. So apparently the game's going to have like little cards on the inside that you can get. You get some like cards out of it. I guess if you win, you get like cards, you know. Baseball cards will with hand-drawn artwork until the one artist ends up probably using AI and ruining it for everybody else. Always vet this crap, will you? Yeah, so look, you're going to get a little card binder and stuff. Dude, that was like a fun game. Like back in the day, people were like, oh, dude, backyard baseball. So, look, card shop. Pretty cool. Snow needs good vibes. What'd you do? I stubbed my toe. Oh, and split my skin in the middle of my toe. Oof. Oh, man. Good vibes. Holy crap. What are you doing? I need water. I'm out of water. So I guess we can call out of coffee. Not you. Your toe hurts. I just assume they call numbers with their toe. That's like a work-related injury now. So I'm fragile. This is the first. We did that once. Yeah, we hit our toe so much that we ripped the toenail off. It was not a good time. Then we did it again somehow. I don't know. Anyway, this was a cool feature for this. Look at that. At least they're trying something. Look, you get a little shiny card. Better not be a microtransaction. Just saying. Boop. All right. Pokemon trading card game 30th anniversary celebration, release date, and pre-order guide. Expect them to only be on eBay, essentially is what they're saying. All right. Let's see what places to avoid. God. Pokemon is going all out for the 30th anniversary year, and after months of celebrating in other areas, the festival finally comes to the trading card game with 30th anniversary set. Oh, God, it's a whole set. Oh, my God. You're never going to see these things. September 16th, 2026 worldwide, but in the English markets, there are several product drops. Great. All the more reason for people to be fighting in stores. Yeah. Dude, that's what happens. Look, September 16th, celebrated booster packs. You got full detail what's coming. Elite trainer box, poster collection, tech sticker collection. God, there's so much of this. Holy crap, it goes on. Whatever. All right, know this is happening, and I don't know if anybody's even into this anymore or if it's just a bunch of resellers at this point. Make your own card game. You can have as many shiny cards as you want. Yeah, the whole deck is shiny. Boop. Reports claim Xbox Project Helix won't have a disk drive. The other article just said they probably would have a disk drive if they're working on disk to digital. What is wrong with these people? Can you all get the same research? We literally just did that. We were just down the block a few tabs ago. All right? Right over there. Holy crap. So, no. The previous article we saw said, you know what? Next thing probably will come with a disk drive in it because, Microsoft is working with the disk to digital kind of approach. So it seems that Xbox might be following Sony's decision with Project Helix seamlessly not featuring a disk drive. I feel like it would be good for Xbox. How do you know? Who did you ask? You don't know. A report from Windows Central discusses the disk drive plans for Project Helix. Report states, as for Project Helix, our sources also suggest that Microsoft's next generation. What are your sources? So basically, you're going from a source to a source. But meanwhile, the other one said their sources were actually testing the disk to digital. Hello? What? God. Yeah, Article 1 source, company janitor. Article 2 source, company window washer. Yeah. The windows were dirty, but I saw somebody had a disk in their hand. Out of memory? How's that even possible? Out of memory? No, I don't think so, Tom. This is a funny thing, right? Meta, Facebook, fights soaring hardware costs by reusing old DDR4 server memory in new DDR5 only servers. Custom CXL 2.0 chip marries legacy DDR4 2400 with cutting-edge DDR5 6400. Even Meta is dusting off these old crusty RAM sticks to try to get these things. Facebook. Are you... Yeah, dude, they're scrapping up. They're scrapping the upcycle, which I assume that they would have done anyway, but I guess not. Like, this is insane. The lengths they're going to for RAM. They're like, yo, man, dude, like 3 years from now, people are gonna be going into back alleys. Yo, you need RAM? You need RAM? Yo, I got 8 gigs right here, bro. You know. Yeah, DDR3 will probably make a comeback. The prices of DDR2 went up. 2. Dose. This is insane to me. The price of DDR RAM is setting new highs these days. Yeah. God. All right, so apparently, look, meme servers, some core peripherals, so what, 64, 10 to 24, so base, oh, God. All right. Whew. Somebody knows more about this than I do. What granularity? I've never even heard that term before in my life, granularity. That's something you'd ask about your cereal. Hey, does cereal have a high granularity? I'm trying to stay regular. What the hell? All right, whatever. Good. Is this tab out of memory too? Yeah. You're out of memory, dude. You had so many tabs open. You're dead. Smallest size that it can be used. Oh, okay. I've never heard that term before in my life. That's pretty good. Designer turns discontinued e-ink dev board into a 60 hertz Game Boy handheld dual core chip, runs at 100% to power handheld 960 by 540 display, employs ultra low cost ES microcontroller. Look at this. Bro, that's pretty cool. What? Looks better than that green machine. I don't know how quick that's refreshing now. If you've ever used an e-ink device, you know, like when you refresh a page or something, it's like bloop. I don't know how that works with gaming. So, like, if you're doing that with Tetris, you're going to just brick up the whole thing before you even know what piece you get. Like, it'll be ridiculous. But I know, I thought this was kind of cool. Or more or less fully functional Game Boy. Nintendo, Zang Moto Slab. Okay, so basically, look, they got Zelda. Oh, they got that little tiny controller. Look at that. Look at that little baby controller. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I'd probably have to track down a video. Well, there it is. And I would play it, but who wants to deal with the copy issues there? Leave this tab open, assuming you have the memory for it, and we'll take a look later. Bricked up over here. Dude. Right. Well, all right. What's hot right now? Oh, PlayStation. Yeah. Okay. I went through all this. Get out of here. Boop. Teachers. Oh God, I don't have the patience for that. I'm still coming down from my caffeine thing. Oh, this thing. Immortal jellyfish. Let's go. Boom. When injured, starving, or stressed, the immortal jellyfish can return to its baby stage, restart its life cycle, and seemingly begin life all over again. That's like somebody who has a mental breakdown and they grab their little teddy bear and go hide in a corner like a kid. But this does this on a cellular level. That's pretty cool. If only I could have a tantrum and get years back of my life. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. We should all try. We should all just throw tantrums. I'm a baby. But I guarantee you they're going to hack that jellyfish, and then we're all going to just be like, all right, here, we're going to give you this shot, right? And the next time you feel stressed or have a tantrum, you might wake up like Benjamin Button, okay? You could be like 3 years old, 6 years old. We don't know. But you'll have to go back to school. Like, whatever. It's cool, though. Yeah. Immortal jellyfish. Whoa. It's like having a reset button. All right. What's Rockstar doing now? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Remember I was going to say everyone's going to start crapping all over them? Look. Rockstar employees claim they are underpaid and forced to crunch. I don't like doing crunches. We talk about this every time a developer or somebody working on anything in the gaming industry starts complaining about crunch time. Crunch time, not a big fan of it, but it's a fact of life. Whether it's gaming, getting a report done, artwork, if you're a freelancer, there's always a crunch time. Life is a constant crunch time. It is. You have deadlines. Oh, you're not making those deadlines? You got to do more work. That's life. And maybe current devs didn't learn this in school, that if you have a report due or you have a study for an exam, you have crunch time. But going through the teacher Reddits where everyone's like, yeah, these kids just hand in reports 2-3 months late. And this is what happens. You have people with no sense of time or urgency because nobody gave them a sense of time or urgency. So I'm on the fence of this, 50-50. I don't like people being stressed out, but I also understand that the world is the world, and in a sense of reality, there will always be a crunch time. That's it. That's just the way it is. Crunch is unavoidable. It's unavoidable. This guy, look at this. Hey, this is the guy from Epic. Now, here's the cool thing about him. You know, he took time out of his busy schedule to, you know, give Steam tips on how they can increase profit. This guy from Epic. You know, as if Epic Games Store isn't the worst. I'm so glad he took the time out. I'm so glad Temu young Stephen King decided to say, you know what, Steam? Here's what you're doing wrong. Look at us. We're Epic Games. Tim, I'm sorry. You got like people show up for Fortnite and then sometimes not even that. They show up for the free games and they leave. That's just the way it is. Yeah, isn't Valve the most? I think he's trying to sabotage them. You know, he's probably like, no, Gabe, I'm gonna give you some advice, and you need this advice. It's gonna be the best advice. You're gonna make billions off this. Here's what you do: get rid of all the indie games and stuff like that, and focus on AAA games. That's what you got to do. People love the AAA games. Yeah, that's not happening. It's like if the former CEO of Walden Books gave Barnes and Noble advice. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. All right, Tim, we're not buying it. Okay, I know. You're the Trojan horse of gaming. This guy. Oh, this is actually a good thing. I'm not a big fan of Ubisoft, and I've made that clear. But if there was ever time you're going to give money to Ubisoft, now might be the time during the Steam summer sale. Tim, did you hear that? No, sorry, I closed your tab. Watch Dogs 2, the basic version, is like, it's like $3 now. And I think the original Watch Dogs is like $250. $250. That's crazy because these are big games. There's a lot of hours in that. And I think even the complete edition of the original Watch Dogs is like $4. And what, the gold edition of this is probably $4. It's something like that. You have to double check my work if you're interested. But if you've never played Watch Dogs, these were kind of fun. 3, not so much from what I've heard, but I've never played it. I did play 1 for a little bit, but I had a garbage computer at the time, so it was just laggy AF, you know. If Tim Sweeney put as much effort in improving Epic Games Store as he does complaining at Steam, they'd be the ones. Yeah, I've accused of monopoly. Yeah. Yeah, so what did he say recently? And I'm just saying allegedly, because this is, I don't know if it's true or not. What? Steam is a monopoly. Steam is too harsh with disclosing AI labels. And what was the other one? Aside from the golden advice that he has. I say allegedly. But I remember hearing that. I think we went through one of the articles, but, you know, whatever. I heard you can play as the Golden Girls in Watch Dogs 2. Really? Yo, add to cart. Yo, can I be Blanche? Bro. What? That'd be funny. Oh, that was the spicy one, right? Yeah, you can play I don't know, a senior that sleeps around with everybody in town. Thank you for being a hacker. Dude, that'd be pretty good. Watch Dogs 2 was a massive success for Ubisoft. Was it, though? Was it? I don't know. I'll take a look at it. Steam sale goes on till like the 9th, right? So I'll see how I'm feeling then and see what bills I get slapped with. This is a good thing, right? Right. Look, generative AI is a quote-unquote plague, says Dragon Age vet David Gator. Okay, vet, not the new Dragon Age, vet, old school, all right? It's not ready for prime time. There's just a lot of executives who really, really want it to be. This is probably the most accurate assessment of it, is it's not ready for prime time. When it comes to game development and creating assets and stuff like that, it's good with music. Like, dude, there are some of them that are like amazing with making music. And if I had to put music together for a game, and of course do not have the budget to hire anybody, boom. I'll do it with AI. I don't care. Because I'm making the game to have fun, damn it. People don't like it, they can not play it. Like at that point, I just won't care. Well, that's the cool thing when you make stuff for yourself. You're making it for yourself, and then it's like if other people enjoy it, cool. But that is a good assessment. It's like I think it will get there at some point, but we are not there. That's the sad thing. Yeah. That's fine. What update page? Hey, there you go. 80 gun. Nice. What, fighting around the world? There you go. Shitty gun, you got a roll equal to or greater than 19, but it's a shiny. It's a shiny. 4. All right, that's all right. It's a shiny. So, exclamation reroll, one word. You get another shot. It's shiny. It's foamy. Terrible foamy, but it's foamy. Hard battle. 15. Oh my god. You know, if you added those two together, technically it would be a 19. That's not how the game plays. But hey, there was a hey, they won. Well, it's because of the shiny card battle. Nice. There you go. See, so you won anyway. Nice. I like when that happens. It's like, man, I lost twice. No, wait, it was a shiny. Oh my god. Beautiful. I needed a shiny card for bingo. There you go. Winner. Beautiful. Nice. All right, so AI ain't ready for the prime time quite yet, according to this guy who did not probably, hopefully, work on the third Dragon Age, because that wasn't ready for prime time at any given point ever. Okay. Turok Origins gameplay trailer. It does not look bad. You like dinosaurs? You like Turok? You want to get old school? Boom. Dude, it's got some snazzy graphics. It looks pretty good from what I've seen. I will slowly skim some of this. Or let's mute that because I don't want to hear the things. Look. Blah, blah, blah. Look, you got some little dinosaurs there. You're jumping around. Frame rate's pretty cool. Pew-pews, all that other stuff. Yeah. I know the thing's in a way, but I can't play any more of this. It happens every time. I don't know if they're targeting me, man. Every time I play a video, so I was like, you got something in your video, we can't do anything about it. You can know. I'm like, why does everybody else get away with this? Like, I'm only the one that gets hit with it, but it looks fun. So, I don't know. Turok. Boom. What have we got here? Oh, don't look at me like that. All right, look, Warner Brothers braces for a $100 million loss as Supergirl bombs at the box office. It's a super wah-wah. Not great. $100 million. So, I don't know. I didn't see it, and I don't want to read the rest of the article in case there are spoilers and nobody has seen it. If you do want to see it, go see it. Exactly. That was probably half the audience. But apparently it's not doing well. Which brings us to, not this, but some other DC news. But this. All right. Keep your hopes up. Well, I don't know, in check, I guess. Persona gets Netflix live action series with Star Trek Picard writer. 1, Picard writer. Which season? First and foremost. 2, are you all gonna fuck with how the characters look? Like the way Netflix usually does? Where it's like, you know, this guy's looking a little pale right now. Let's completely change the way they look. Can you not do that? I have very little hopes. So I guess play the games while you can, or just don't watch the show if you don't want to have, I don't know, sadness in your life. Kevin, do you see what's happening here? Please don't let it be like that one Death Note live action show. Well, all right, is it going to be a series? A series? Yeah, it's a series. It's not a movie. It's a whole series. So it'll either go on too long or they'll cancel it immediately, or it will take about 3 years between seasons. Oh my God. This thing. Look at this. New law, believe it or not, will protect kids' lemonade stands after state employees were caught demanding fees. Go.
As long as they don't make him woman, fat, or a really dark skin color character, and I'm good.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, don't get your hopes up. It is Netflix. They have a they load shaders on some of their characters sometimes, to put it into gaming terms. But hey, there's been instances where it actually worked, but I don't know if it would work with a cast that's supposed to be all Japanese. I feel like that would be a bad thing to do. All right. New law protects kids from lemonade stands after employees were caught demanding fees. Can you imagine being a state person, being so particular that you got to go up to a kid's lemonade stand, the tried and... Oh, it's in Michigan. In Michigan, a prospective law would eliminate virtually all regulations on that old chestnut, the childhood lemonade stand. There you go. Look. If it can be believed, State House Representative Cam Cavett had the issue brought to his attention after the local health department in his district demanded that some children pay repeated fees to run their lemonade stand. How much money do you think these kids are making? All right. Like protection bunny. It would be a shame if your lemonade stand tipped over. You know, you wouldn't like that, would you? Think of the lemons. When life gives you lemons, what are you going to do? Stadium owners don't make enough money from ticket food sales. I don't know, man, but this is ridiculous. In response to the truly head-scratching number of legal assaults on the running of lemonade stands by children around the country, several states, including Texas and Georgia, have made them exempt from most, if not all, business law requirements. My God, there's a little bit... See, this is what I like. There is a little bit of common sense in the world. Just a little bit. You know? Lemonade, you can only mess that up so much. It's water, it's lemons, and you put sugar in there if you want it sweet. That's it. That's it. Michigan, checks out. State has no money. Yeah, a lot of states don't have any money because they're not addressing the real issues. So, but at least the lemonade stands will be safe, assuming they don't get robbed. This is the America. All right. Believe it or not, there's actually a patriotic movie coming out on the 250th anniversary of America, Young Washington. Is it going to be anything like Young Sherlock Holmes? Because I'll watch it. Is he going to get embroiled in some kind of mystery? You know? What? Washington looked good before he got his wooden teeth, you know? I don't know. So, I mean, this could be good, but, you know, sometimes people want something a little bit patriotic in America, you know, especially around 4th of July. Before he was a father of a nation, he was a soldier fighting to survive. A single misstep thrusts young George Washington into the center of a global conflict, testing his honor, loyalty, and courage as alliances crumble and the frontier erupts into war. He must confront not only his enemies, but the man he's becoming. This is the untold story of young Washington. It might be interesting. Birth of a nation, all that. We'll see. Leave the tab open. What else we got here? Oh, apparently there's another Minions movie, which I guarantee you everyone's going to go see it instead of Washington. I did not even know they made another one. But apparently, yeah, tomato meter, 90%. Wow. God. Is there any dialogue in this film? I have no idea. All right, well, no, the Minions still are bothering people. X-Men, bro. Boop. Today. You got nothing to do after the stream? X-Men 97 Season 2 is out. You get... Wait. I guess if you have Disney Plus. If you got Disney Plus, then I guess, you know, X-Men. There you go. It's out today. Right now. Right now. There you go. Blah? What do you mean blah? X-Men 97. 97. People actually really liked season 1. They said it was astoundingly good for Disney. Also, Ultraman. Hey, for people who like physical media, not you, Sony, because you're a bunch of pricks. For people who like physical media, Blu-ray. In 9 days, Ultraman, the complete series, which apparently was only 1 year. 1 year? I feels like it went on forever. All right, well, Ultraman. Planning to watch what Fox Kids series that inspired it. But like the voice actors better than Don Bluth, supervised animation. The house back then. Really? Interesting. Nice. Boop, boop, boop. Bow. King of the Hill. Damn it, Bobby. We're still making things. Look at us. 19 days. We're getting another season of King of the Hill. I saw a couple episodes of the other one. It wasn't bad. I was like, it's all right. You know, so King of the Hill. Come on. Let's go. What is this going to be? Hulu? Yeah. So now I got this, and I got Adventure Time to watch and Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage. You know? So that's the thing. I got to watch. God, now I got all these things I got to watch. Come on. Well, 1 Ultra 7X and Anime Convention earlier this year. Nice. Enjoyed the new season, King of the Hill overall. Ah, cool. Yeah, I got to watch a couple episodes. I didn't get to see the whole thing. Yeah, but see how it goes. Burp. And what is this? Oh, Dench Attack. All right. For people who always wanted to play Jet Set Radio, but you're a train. I've mentioned this before. This is a bizarre freaking game. You're literally a train, and you're doing all these weird, crazy rails and stuff. It is such a bizarre thing. Like, what is this? Only from Japan. When does this come out? 14 days. You got 2 weeks before you can get on a train. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it does look fun. Like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, add wish list. Because I was like, dude, this looks fun. You know, and it's something unique. And that's definitely what I need. I need something that's like, what is this? I'm going straight for a giant. I'm running away from a giant baseball. What? Okay, let's go. That's the kind of weird, zany shit I need in my life. I don't want some long-winded narrative about some self-insert writer's discovery of self. I don't need that crap in a video game. Here's the thing. Writers of video games, I don't want to click buttons to watch a movie about your life that you think should turn out a certain way. You're writing a video game. It didn't turn out the way you thought it would. Get back to work and shut up. God. No, I'm getting tired of the self-insert things. And I've noticed a lot of people pointing them out on social media where they're like, yeah, self-insert. Well, here's your problem. Here's your problem. Here's your problem. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't good. Was that because of them? Go.
Steve, you have to play Cho Cho Charles.
No, Dawn played that. Choo Choo Charles? Yeah. She played it. She was like, it's all right. I watched her play it. I was like, it's all right. Yeah. I mean, it's a spooky train, but it's not Jet Set Radio Train. Jet Set Radio Train. I got nothing. But here's the other thing. I alluded to this earlier. Christmas is right around the corner. And they're literally starting, and there's a lot of them, so I'm not going through all of them. They're literally starting with Christmas crap. Hello Kitty's got Christmas. Krampus has got things. There's a couple of other ones. I didn't want to bring them all up. Pre-orders now. It's already starting. It's already starting. This is the 1st. July 1st is apparently the starting point to get the pre-orders in for your Christmas crap 6 months from now. Hello Kitty, why do you plague us all? All right. Look at a hat that they found. This is a thrift store thing. Somebody found this hat at a thrift store. It's a Little Caesar hat. I'm offended by the pineapples, but people who like pineapple pizza, bro, it's got pineapple, it's got pizza, it's got Pepsi on it, and a Little Caesars guy. This is a hat. This is like quintessential 90s style. But wait, there's more. They found this crazy shirt. Look at that. Taco Bell shirt. It's got taco packets and hot sauce and the actual tacos on this. This is an awesome shirt, and I want this. Leave this tab open and put it on me. Call it taco hell. I don't care what you do. Just parody it. Right? That's pretty good, dude. I also want the hat. Hats like this, what do they call them? Like onion skin caps or whatever? Freaking, like, they remind me of the guy from Cake. That guy always wore that. What was it, McCree? I forget his name. Bucket hats. Bucket hats. I like the bucket hats. It's got pineapple. Well, you know, if you're a pizza troll, then the pineapple will help you out in this instance. Be walking around looking at, oh my God, you got pineapple, pizza hat. This thing. Werewolf. Werewolf. Is this a typo? Or is this how they're actually spelling it? This is going to be terrible for people to look up on the internet. Are you kidding me? Unless that's what they're going for. People who don't know how to spell. Werewolf. I want to go see Werewolf. Embrace the darkness in a first look at Robert Eggers' medieval monster movie. Yeah, so we got another werewolf movie from Eggers there. Yeah. Bucket hat's a good shade for the head, yeah. Like I go out in the sun. Come on. Do not dread the darkness. Embrace it. If I had a license plate that could fit that's what that would be. You know? Maybe I get a bumper sticker. Yeah. Literally my life. Yeah. Come on, you can do a lot with darkness. When the hell is this coming out? Somebody said Christmas. It says Christmas. God, it's all coming up Christmas, huh? Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, don't eat me. Is this a Christmas movie? Yeah. He finds the spirit of, I don't know, not murdering people. What's my favorite car? Bicycle. Let's see. Supergirl's failure could lead to another major DC shakeup. Quote unquote. I don't think James Gunn survives. God, James Gunn is, to me, at least my taste, they're the epitome of hit or miss. They either make a movie that's good or I'm just so indifferent to it that I don't care. Or I actually find it annoying. So, yeah, I'm like, dude, again, I've said it numerous times, Guardians of the Galaxy was good, but did he take his wardrobe from the Riddler? What happened here? Riddle me this, James. It's only Monday morning and already Hollywood is asking big questions of DC Studio CEO, co-CEO James Gunn. They got tons of money then. Oh, fine. Peter Safran, Supergirl lead, 111 million. Well, God, a lot of money. Acquisition, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we talked about it earlier. Not doing well. Haven't seen Supergirl movie yet, but this doesn't look good. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't let it skew you from seeing it if you want to see it. But a lot of people didn't go out of their way to see it, is what this article is saying. And I figured that would bring people in because you had, Momoa as Lobo in it. Like, they were all over that trailer, and I'm like, oh, damn, That looked interesting. But, we'll see. Again, I really want the DC universe to kind of gel together, but every time they try to put a universe together, it just falls apart. Like, it doesn't work for some reason. Can they just do, they should focus on just standalone movies that aren't connected by anything. That would be good. Warner Brothers actually built the insane Evil Dead burn dishwasher popcorn bucket fans begged for. Look at that. This is a popcorn bucket. This looks so freaking dangerous. Popcorn bucket. Evil Dead burn. This is cool. That's an interesting popcorn bucket. Look at it. It's got little spikes, little popcorn. It's cool. All right, how much do these cost? How much do they cost? They usually got a money sign somewhere. Where's the money? Show me the money. Evil Dead burns July 10th. I don't see anything about monies. I don't need a TikTok about a popcorn bucket. Look, it's got little knives on it. I feel like that's going to be a choking hazard. Okay, nothing. Hey, somebody's going to die in there. All right, but if you do like collectibles, this is kind of a nifty one if you're a horror person. Hey, Malenka won. Boom, nice. This guy. I love this guy. And now I'm sad because here's why, right? Womp womp. Your life continues. Beloved actor Danny Glover reveals Alzheimer's disease diagnosis. No. What is it? Why? He was cool. Like in everything that I've seen him in, he was good. You know, Lethal Weapon movies. Even the recent Be Kind Rewind. He was even good in freaking The Dead Don't Die. Every time I see him, Predator 2. Every time I see him, I'm like, all right, cool, he's in it. Yeah. What did Danny Glover say about his Alzheimer's disease? He did have a quote that was actually a little bit inspiring. I'll say. Let's see. In recent interview with people, Lethal Weapon actor reflect on his diagnosis. I'm still not accepting in my mind all parts of it. There are the moments that you keep remembering that validate the fact that you can remember stuff, and there are moments I'll never forget. See, that's good. According to Glover, he's acknowledged that it's happening. That what is happening to him. Well, he's working on Lethal Weapon 4. Come on. Or 5. It's 5. Yeah, it's 5. Time knows that a million people will suffer with it. However, he does not feel like it's the end of his life. There's work to do. Look at that. He's like, there's work to do. That's going to be my thing. Like, whatever happens, we're just going to be like, you know what? We got work to do. I can't be bothered with not remembering shit. All I got to do is remember that shit's got to get done. I may not know what it is, but I know something needs to get finished. What was I working on? Good. Glover says he feels supported by his family, so blah, blah, blah. There's a picture in my living room with my mother and father. I have it to remind me, looking at it, how much I love them both. See, he's a good guy. Good vibes to him. Let's say, boop, boop, boop. He also claimed to experience a clearer mind in the mornings as he tries to figure something out by either reading or watching his current favorite shows. Democracy Now! That's his favorite show right now? Yeah, okay. Let's see. I still have my daughter, I have friends. I just want to say your life continues. See? Your life continues. That's good. See? Nice. All right, good vibes, and hopefully it doesn't progress at all. I hope he's just that person that has that, like, yeah, I don't remember where I left my keys at any given point. That kind of thing, you know? But you know what's cool? Here's the thing. Is if you can make sure, because everybody's got a phone now, if you have stuff to do, you put it in the phone as a reminder, right? And then if you can gear your mind into adhering to the reminders that you put in your phone, that would probably keep you on schedule and on task or whatever you got to do. That might be a good approach. Yeah, but we'll see. Jackie Chan would be the person for me? Something happened to him. Yeah. Boop. We already went through all this. What's going on over here? I didn't even look at any of this. Werewolf. Okay, I got that. What's going on here? Stereo gum? No. Horror news? What do we got? We have anything good? Alien invasion, crashes family vacation, and new sci-fi horror parasite. Okay, whatever. I'm tired of the horror parasite thing. You know, that ends up being like kind of just like, oh yeah, it's a parasite. What's Polygon doing now? Sony's killing games. 30 years ago, this one, I don't care. No, it's starting to warm up here. Like we've just had this sun hitting like this area, and now I can feel it. Even the computer's huffing and puffing, so we're not going to be on too much longer. This isn't Sony's first push for a digital-only future. Whatever. It's always the same shit. You know, blah, 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 blah. Sony hates physical, trading card games, all that other stuff. We're all going to die, and that's pretty much this. Set an alarm, and it goes off at 5 in the afternoon, 4 days a week. There you go. Well, you know, from his experience at least, your grandfather had kind of dementia and stuff like that, and it was kind of... It was good to just keep him on a schedule. And if you kept him on a schedule, he was kind of good. He adhered to routine. But when his routine got messed up, then it kind of, things went sideways. It was a bit weird. Let's see. It's almost like everyone has a Google Calendar. Exactly. I'll never allow myself to be a prisoner of my own brain. Take that how you will. I don't know. I feel like we're a prisoner of our own brain. We were sitting and relaxing, right? When, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we try to take time out. We watch Shrug Buds. For those who don't know, they're on, we mentioned them a couple of times. Shrug Buds, they usually allegedly play a movie every once in a while. And it's fun. They have their little commentary. Think riff tracks, but with VTubers. So it's kind of fun. I was going to sit and watch it, but then my brain got all obsessed with work. I was a prisoner of my mind, which said, you got a thing to do right now, right this second. I'm like, oh, come on. I just want to watch this. Yeah. And with the hyperacusis, it's not like I can keep them on in the background and pay attention to both things at the same time anymore. It's kind of ridiculous. Blanco, later. Yeah, rest. I'm going to wrap up and just freaking put myself in front of a fan. I know it's a shorter stream, but it's like 100 degrees out.
We are basically all brain moving a skeleton via muscles.
Pretty much. We think with meat. Time for me to head out. There you go, shut off. Are you streaming tonight? In case you are, put your link. Also, Dawn streaming Friday. Boo, boo, boo. I appreciate you being here and doing all the button things. Super, super helpful, considering I've been in a mental everything today. Oh my God, nobody's on. Nah, man, we're getting closer to the holiday weekend. Nobody's going to be streaming except us. Dawn should be streaming Saturday. Game giveaways, Dawn of Time BC. And what do you call it? I'll be streaming Sunday, but Dawn's also streaming Friday. So we got a whole week. I don't know. We don't do holidays because we got so kind of just focused on. Where you go? Thank you. We got so focused on just kind of being here during the holidays. So this is our holidays where we're just like, hey, what's up, everybody? It's kind of fun. Yeah. I know I have fun. Hopefully you have fun. Popcat, come on. We're wrapping up here. You can only pop so much. I wonder if anybody owns a cat that can actually do that. Like instead of meowing, it just makes popping sounds. Where's my knife? Peely the banana cat. Oh, let me go through bingo and see what's going on here. Like I'm literally sweating standing still. Let me see what I can call. Let's see. Let's do this. Boop. There you go. Get out of there. Boop. So we got this. What? Oh, no, what do you mean? Oh, that was already called. Blood Rain. Called that. Drop frames. Thank you. None. Nice. I will say technical issue because of Stream Labs. I haven't really glitched a bit. Well, no, I had a little bit of slow up. All right. So, got that. I'm working on it. No spicy card? Chip size emote. Definitely mispronounced somebody's name. Doofy Duck. Come on, you can do it. Bro, so stressed. Reverting to childhood. Thank you. Something falls off stream, hits mic with face. Nah, dyslexia word jumble, yes. I'll call show's P.O. Box thing because we did go through a thrift store. No, damn it. All right, whatever I called it. I was going to say thrift store. I called P.O. Box. Again, I'm tired. And, I'm going to call 100 viewers merely because I feel like people were here in spirit. And I'm feeling generous. They were here in spirit, dude. Dude, I felt their presence. They were here. All right. I think Cameron Corrigi's on. What are you doing? Boop. And it does be like that sometimes. Yeah, it's way too hot. And, the last thing I want to do is fry the computer because I am not going to be able to buy another one. Boop. All right, Cameron Corrigi's on. So we're going to go raid Cameron Corrigi. Apparently they're a big Canadian something, or I don't know what's happening over there. Tab's muted. I literally am going to turn this computer off like immediately. It's a wheezing. All right, everybody. 4th of July weekend, do something fun. Get yourself some hot dogs, some treats, something to munch on and be like, America. If you're not in the UK, then well, I mean, not in the States and you're in the UK or Canada. I don't know what to tell you, you know, but everybody's had their difference, but country been around, 250, you know, pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, just do something good. Enjoy it. Don't go outside because it's hot, but make sure you know, right there. Check on your elderly neighbors if you have any. Check on your parents if they're older. That kind of thing. It's hot, East Coast at least. So, you know, I am literally melting. I have an ice pack here for this little device. It is not ice anymore. It is unice. It is literally just a block of water. Oh God, I gotta go. Okay, we're gonna raid, and I don't know. We'll be on a Sunday. Pum'Kin Guy. Friday dawn, 5 o'clock. Dollar time BC. Go. Thank you.